All right, boom. Let me get the homies back. Let me get the homies back. Let me get the homies back. Supernova. Super. Super. Let's get Rich. Let's get Quaddy. Boom. All right. Yo, where they at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? All right, there you go. Boom,
We
boom, boom,
here.
boom, boom.
We here.
We in the bitty.
Yeah. We're now. Where's Willie B?
We waiting for Will right now. I sent the invite. All right, so Tori declined. It say Will now is unable to join. What the flip, man?
Man, don't tell me IG's on some like two viewers or less type shit.
Nah. Supernova's unable to join. What?
Yo, yo, Meta's trying to cut your water, cut.
Yo, Meta been trying me, kid. Meta's been trying me. Okay, Will
There we
T.
go.
Okay,
Yo.
okay. I just sent another joint to Soup.
Let me see if I can. I sent the joint to G Marie.
Okay. He's saying what the F. Man, log out of close out of Instagram and get back
Yeah,
in.
Nova. What I did was I fully closed out of Instagram,
Yeah,
and I waited for him to restart the thing, and then I hopped back in and I waited for him to invite. So
yeah.
that's low key probably the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, that's what I did too. Yo, you know what it is? On Android phones, they gotta delete cache, so you can remove the cache. On iPhones, they don't do that, so all that stuff is just sitting.
Yeah, you have to manually go to my settings, and if
Um,
some apps have the option, some apps big that don't. You have to go through the through IG. You have to go to the settings on IG on the app, on Facebook on the app, and then tell it to clear your cache. BS, bro. Backwards as hell.
Hmm. Yeah, man. Come on, boys. Come on. We wasting time. All right, Supernova. I just sent another invite. Quaddy, where you at? All right,
Bow,
Supernova is in.
bow,
Quad,
There it is.
Yo,
bow.
all
what up?
right. Quad, where
Damn,
you at? Where you at, Quad?
I felt like I was looking inside the window outside from outside, man.
Yeah. Now I tell you, man, iOS and Meta, boy.
Not too much. Not too much on the iOS team. Alright, we're not gonna start
Nah,
that.
Meta, nah, man.
We're not gonna start that.
There it go.
Man. What up, Lick Shots? What's happening? What's happening?
Lick was good.
What up?
You know what I'm saying? Quad, where you at? All right, boys. We're gonna start in like 15 seconds.
Bet. Man, I thought that was Tom from freaking MySpace on that picture for a minute.
Oh,
Yeah,
on my picture.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
look like
Yeah,
Tom.
chill,
He,
chill.
he's bomb.
You look like
Like,
Tom.
he's bomb. Hey guys, what's up, Jay Tweaker?
What up?
What's the word,
Quaddy,
man?
you gotta exit out of IG and jump back in.
That shit worked perfect for me.
Yep, 15 seconds left. All right.
Hold up. One second.
You know what, Jay? I'm gonna add you to the chat. Let me see. Can I add him?
Hold up, fella.
Yeah. Is Killer
Yo,
around?
Jay, what up?
Is Killer around?
Oh, mm.
Hmm. All right. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to another episode. No, welcome to the re-episode of the re-episode of the re-episode of the re-episode. Because my God, when I say Meta does not like me, Meta does not like me. But welcome to not another audio podcast, man. To my right, looking at my phone, we got Mr. Rich, the engineer, over in New York right now. On my bottom right, we got Supernova, super extraordinaire producer, man, out of Miami, Florida, currently residing in somewhere in the DMV area. And on my bottom left, we got the man, the myth, Mr. Billionaire Stream, aka Mr. William Bowser.
You.
Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome, gentlemen. What's cracking, man? How has your week been? Rich, I'm gonna start with you. How's
My
your week
week
been,
has
Rich?
been, I feel like for a black man in this state of the world, or in this part of the world, it's been the most as anybody else. Working hard, trying to make another dollar, trying to stay safe out here in this mug.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mr. Nova, how has your week been?
Oh man, it's been pretty good. Been real productive, man. Feel like my creative juices are starting to flow again. You know what I'm saying? Feeling a little push again. You know that monkey's getting sliding off my back right now. You know what I mean?
No,
I'm
no
ready.
doubt, no doubt. And
You know what
Mr.
I mean?
Bowser, how has your week been?
Busy. It's been busy.
That's a great word. That's a great word.
It's been super busy this week, man. But I feel accomplished, so I can't be mad.
No doubt, no doubt. So, anything stood out? Anything stood out this week for you before we get started on our topics?
Shoot. Let's see. Looking into trying to get a console.
All right. What about you, Richie?
For me, anything that stood out, maybe it might be something music news. I can't think about it in front of my mind. But outside of that, production. Really, I have my own gripe, but we're gonna stay on topic with the show. But cinematics, that's what stood out to me this week. I'm not feeling cinematics.
Cinematics.
No, cymatics.
Oh,
S. Yeah,
cymatics.
yes, CYMATIC.
Yes, cymatics.
Ah, okay.
Cymatics.
Cymatics. I'm not feeling them too much, but we'll keep that for another convo.
All right. All right. Nova, what's something that caught you off guard this week or something that surprised you?
Let me see. I don't know. I guess as far as like the music scene, as far as this little battle thing going, well, not to say battle, but this little challenge thing where people just started taking shots at each other left and right. Like that kind of threw me on the, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, nothing really too major. Just been keeping my head down and trying to get some mixes going through these hard drives and stuff.
All right, no doubt. Will?
I'm not gonna lie. I went over. It's kind of open season. It looks like right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna hold you though. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
Listen,
I'm
listen.
enjoying all the smoke.
It's great to have work. It's great to be busy. That's really what it is.
Yeah, that's what it feel like. It feel like okay, time to get back to work. Like really, really get back to work. Feel like
Word up.
Yeah, it do.
Sense
Word up.
where I feel like it's great because I'm staying busy with the production, and then of course the engineering is the engineering. That's my bread and butter. So now that I'm having another source of work, I love it.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna start off with, that red revision F from Audioscape is so sexy.
Dog.
That
I
Rev
know.
F is so sexy, man.
Listen, if you somewhere in South Central LA and
Oh,
you claim a gang and
hey,
that joint
it's gonna be
and that
problems.
joint ain't in your cart, I don't even know what you're doing with the audio.
mm, facts,
I don't
facts.
even know what you're doing with the audio, man. Listen. I know some bangers, man. They they some
Well,
bloods for real. Let me
fellas,
tell you, I'm over here looking like, dang, this joint's about to sell out.
mm. Well, fellas, there may be people that don't know which unit this is exactly. Y'all want to give us a breakdown, a rundown of which unit this is? Because I know it's just Autoscape. Is it a EQ, Com?
1176 revision F.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Wait, so that's a stereo 76,
No.
No,
or
mono.
is this a regular 1176?
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah, but
red.
it's a different revision.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the revision F. Oh, we lost Supernova.
No.
Yeah, yeah, man. So
Okay, and I'll ask for the common folk. Is again, like I was saying earlier, is that another 1176? I was talking about the plugin, but we have
hold
a
on, hold
bunch of
on,
hardware
hold
in
on.
here.
Tighten. Swipe up on your Instagram, and then get back in.
Yeah.
You got to exit out and come back in. Yeah. So what you were saying?
No,
I'm sorry,
I'm
cuz.
sure. I'm sure. We all know all these units that are supposed to be the same have small differences. Either color differences, pieces and components are just a little bit different. That makes it sound different. I'm aware. So what makes
Mm-hmm.
this rev of the 76 from Audioscape different from any other version that they have? Like, don't they have a Bluey as well?
Yeah.
What
Yeah, the
makes it?
Bluey's from Black Lion, but Audioscape also makes a revision A, which is sort of like the Bluey,
Mm-hmm.
but it's
So
more
I
brighter.
only ask, what's the sonic difference, or like the sonic difference in between this and the other version, whichever last version that they have. We're not even gonna compare it to all the other 76s of the world.
Well, off break, this is a special edition
Yep.
because there's never been a red 76 ever in existence.
Mm.
Really?
There's been a red stripe, but not an entirely red unit.
Yeah.
And so off break, that doesn't what makes it different off break is just the color scheme. In the hardware world, when you change up how a piece looks, especially a classic piece like an 1176, it now makes it a limited edition kind of unit.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know if they're ever going to do that ever again. And if they
And
never do it again, guess what? It is a one of however many they're going to make.
I love that, and I love when they did that emerald green joint too.
Yeah, like you got it's not the at this point it's not the fact of how is it different from every other 1176 because it's a hardware piece. We can measure all we want, but they're going to have their nuances unto themselves. But at this point, it becomes these are novelty pieces that only exists for a limited time. Very much like the y'all remember the massive passive that they did for the LGBTQ community.
The rainbow.
That's yeah, where it was it was the rainbow massive passive. Well, guess what? The regular massive passive goes for anywhere between 6 to 7 grand. The rainbow massive passive go anywhere from 9 to 10 grand.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Why? Because it's a special edition that only so many people got, and they're not
Right.
making them ever again.
It's rare.
Yeah, that's why.
Rarity. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which it makes sense. I personally would feel like that's a bit of a cash grab, if you ask me, especially if there's not gonna be much of a difference sonically. But like, I do understand that people pay top dollar for paint jobs, right? So
Yeah, no, that's literally what it is. Yeah,
Right.
like when someone walks into your studio, here's the difference, right? Somebody walks into your studio and they see something that only exists in your studio. It makes your studio special.
Right.
You know what I mean? It makes your studio special, and unto them it makes you special. Why? Because there's a rarity in here that you're the only one
Right.
that
Right.
has. You know what I mean? They have to go to you to get this to hear what it sounds like in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, now are we talking about the price of a vintage 76, or they're still talking about the price of an Audioscape 76?
I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point because no offense, if someone's using a plugin, they don't really care.
Really?
They've been using outside of an original 1176 their whole lives, which is
Right.
literally everybody.
Damn right.
It's at this point any rare pieces of gear versus custom pieces of gear versus any third party manufacturer under the sun. That's where we are now. But again, it's kind of irrelevant because everybody in the audio world has been using plugins that have been replicating, duplicating, and trying to be the most authentic sounding for 20 plus years, almost 30 years now. So it doesn't
Right.
even matter,
Facts. Super facts.
you know?
Super
It
facts.
put it this way. At some point, at some point, there is when you look around at the younger generation, nuance will get lost. And the only way for you to get it back is if you decide to step outside the norm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You're not
You
lying
know what I mean?
about that. You're not lying about that.
You
Yeah.
know, because I think it takes more work to knobs up and catch here and there. So I think a lot of the lazy cats are just gonna go the easy route with the plugins and just flood it with plugins, but not really sacrifice that just for convenience or what. So that's how I'm looking at it right now. But to me, it's like a new gadget to play with, new toy to play with. It's something new to
My
discover. Like, you know what I'm
Nova, I posed my question, right? Because for those like
saying?
a Pat or you know Will, they have
Yeah.
a
Mm.
76 of some sort, right? So I would like to
Right.
know if you're a 76 owner, what entices you to go and spend whatever X amount of dollars to go get you a new version of a 76? Right now, Will answered is a cosmetic thing to a certain degree. It could also be
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a 76 and I need a 76. But if I have a
Right.
76 and I'm happy with the sound that I'm getting out of it, I don't see myself going to get a new one just because it fits my room a little bit better. That's just Rich speaking though.
Gotcha.
Well, it depends. I have a question. How many pairs of sneakers do you have?
I have a bunch, and I've only bought the same sneaker multiple times. There's only one pair that I've done that with, and it's Air Forces because they're white sneakers. But
Yeah.
if any other of my
No,
pairs,
no, 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 no. You said you did it at least one time, right? You did it at
yeah,
least one time, right?
I wouldn't do it for a 76 is what I'm trying to
No,
say
no,
though.
but no, no, no. But see, but that's the thing. But you did
Oh,
it for
okay,
some
yeah,
sneakers, right?
fair.
But so because you did it for a pair of sneakers, you do understand why somebody would do it for an
Right.
1176, and that's my point. You were like, I only did it one time. Well, that's all it takes is what one
But
time to
Will,
do
you know
it.
that's so touching. Like that's a touching. Like it's gray
No, it's
areas
not.
there because
No, it's not.
sneakers. No,
You
yes,
know
it
what?
is.
You're an audio engineer, Rich. That's not
So let
great.
so 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 let me tell you where I'm coming from, and then you tell me if I'm wrong or how you feel.
Okay.
Because I feel like sneakers are kind of for the most part one of one in how it's supposed to be cosmetic. There's supposed to be no sonics that come out of it. It's just supposed to be sneaker to sneaker look the same, right? With hardware units, as we all know, there's no one-to-one copy of any hardware units out there in the world. So if I like my one piece, I might feel a little bit iffy if I go and buy another piece of analog gear, knowing that there might not be a guarantee that I'm gonna get the same thing that I want. I might go and buy something else, like a new piece that's its competitor that I've been looking at for a while. Which again, we've all done. We all went from a Neve system to SSL system just because, hey, I want to try something new now.
Mhm. Well, see, but that's the thing. And Titan said it in the comments, but this is a revision F, which means it doesn't sound like a revision A, it doesn't sound like a revision D, and it doesn't sound like anything else besides a revision F. Now,
F.
on top of that, it's a red revision F, which again hasn't existed. So you get the benefit of a certain series of that compressor and the color of this new series of this
Yeah.
compressor. And again, they didn't say for how long this was going to be available either. That's why I
Right.
compared it. That's why I compared it to sneakers because yeah, you're right. It's shoes, but let's be real. Shoes is $1 billion industry, dog. So
Mm-hmm.
you going look. Shoes are made for walking. That's fine, but dog. Most people have multiple shoes, and it's not just for walking. It's also for accessorizing. It
Right.
also
Right.
goes
Right.
with them. It's like clothes. You put them on because they also go with how you look, how you feel, the mood for the day. You might be headed out, so guess what? You're not gonna wear your sneakers to something that is asking you to be formal. So of course you're gonna go get your dress shoes. You see what I'm saying? And you might have more than one pair of dress shoes because you might have more than one suit. You might have more than one formal attire piece. You know what I mean? And that's why that actually is the way that is. Because sure, we all say gear, no one piece of gear sounds the same, but I feel like everyone's been saying that just because the internet has always said it. The reality is a lot of gear can get measured. How low to the noise floor can they all get is where we start saying they don't sound the same.
Mm.
And then we have the revisions, which all come down to how far they can get pushed, the noise floor, the transformers, transformerless. And these are the things that make pieces not really sound the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with
I
Titan
hear it.
too. The same George will purchase 20 million times. Nothing changed. No, a lot's changed with them. The material used, the stitching, the glue. So yeah, it's a lot that goes with that too.
Yeah.
So
It's the
yeah,
same thing
but
like 76. Yeah, build quality matters.
well, speaking as the resident, I got a room full of sneakers.
He understood.
For me, kicks is art. I look at shoes as art, and
Yeah,
as you said, different outfits call for different kicks.
yeah. And I
I
look
look
Yeah.
at
at it like, you know how like you know how them new colors come out. You know what I'm saying?
hell yeah,
That's what right when you
hell
said that,
yeah.
I'm like, bro, come on, man. You know how it is when everybody got these shoes and then the new color, the exclusives. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else got them. That's the whole thing about it is the rarity. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody else got it. It's like he got it. Let's go over there and let's. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? You could
Yeah,
go
man.
everywhere else and mess with another 76, but once you got that one, it's like that
Yeah.
that that air that mysteries in the air is like, yo, let's go. You know what I mean?
No, I
And
feel you, but it's
I get it. I get it.
no, I get. I also
Yeah.
feel the other side of it that you guys are arguing. Like, there's a side of the unknown that piques your curiosity, and it's like, damn, I kind of want to try it out. Given that the 76 is a great sounding unit, no matter which revision it is.
Mm-hmm.
No, darn it, let me just try.
Oh,
Well,
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't care about trying it. I mean, it's the color for me.
yeah, it's the
That's
color for me. Red
yeah.
is my favorite color.
But you know why? You know why, Rich? And I'll say this. I'm glad you said that. And the only reason I say I don't want to try it is because I've tried God knows how many revision Fs in my life, revision Ds, revision As, and they all have a very similar sonic footprint. You know what I mean?
Will, you're making
So
my point though. You're making a point that I
no,
just
no,
made two
no,
minutes
I
ago.
know I'm making your point. I'm saying I know that. That is
Okay,
what I'm saying.
okay.
I know that because of that, I don't want to. I don't really care what it sounds like. I care about what it looked like.
Right. Because you
Why?
already know what it
Okay,
sounds like.
so
Yeah, because we already because but look, and Rich made this point earlier, which I'm glad he made this point earlier. It's like again when we talk about knees and SSL, they have a sound and a sonic footprint that is part of their lineage. No matter where, how many different variations or deviations, we all
Right.
know that sound. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like it's the same thing. It's like oh cool, it's another 1176. Yeah, but I like the way this one looks, and you know what? Looks matter.
Right. Right. It does. It does. It does.
granted.
You
And
know,
as you
like
said, the,
you
the
know.
main point of what I was saying really is not just a 76 owner. Specifically, if you're a 76 Rev F owner, and you
Hmm.
probably, you probably ran through one or two different units, you like them, you could tell that there might be a small difference, but you still like it. What will entice you to go and get a new version of it?
The
Now,
color.
like you said,
It's just the
That
there's some
that
color.
people.
color, man. That
Nah, there's
color.
some people
Nobody
that
answered
yeah.
it yet. It's called dual mono.
Oh, Domano.
Dual mono. You need stereo. All
Don't listen
right.
to Pat. Pat wants stereo of everything. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, like,
Pat gonna get two of
Cause if
everything.
you don't get
yeah, not
stereo,
everybody
you
can
gotta
get to
get
it,
two,
everything,
right?
bro.
But sound is mono and stereo for the most part, right?
Right.
Well, I mean, what we putting there? Is this the
Or or
1950s?
or you could just do things the old-fashioned way, or just the slow way, and just run everything to the left side, and then run everything to the right side, and then make a
Hey.
stereo
If
post.
you don't
Call
put
it a
that
day.
brokey talk back in the closet where it came out of, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? Boy, listen, you better go pick up that TZO 1176 and stop asking
Yo,
crazy
yo, yo,
questions.
yo,
You gonna be bouncing forever?
Yeah,
yo,
that's
yo,
exactly
yo.
what he said. Like,
No,
nah,
say it in
listen.
jest. I say it in jest. Don't kill me, yo. Don't kill me.
Nah. You not. We not doing that.
That's a
And look,
workaround right now,
and
huh?
that's not even a shot. Look. I would rather you just go use the plugin and put that on the mix bus at that point. Good lord. He said, "I'm gonna bounce
For
it
real.
to the left, bounce to the right, two bounce
For
this
real.
time."
Ain't nobody doing all that,
Ain't
boy.
nobody doing that.
Hell no. I mean, not at this stage of the game, no.
I agree. I wouldn't
I
find
hope
myself
not.
doing that
I
Or
hope
either.
not.
or no, but you know what? I can't say that either because it depends on the gear. It depends on the gear, though. It depends because if it's one of those esoteric ones that you got lucky, you got that one, then you're gonna have to do.
And the right side messed
Yeah,
up. Hey,
yeah.
yo, you know what's funny? There's a YouTube video of this one guy where he was saying how that's what he did with his broken lavery because one side didn't work. And I was like, oh, this man wilding.
Trying to
So he
get
Is it
just
money.
moved the other
but is it
side.
really wilding, or is it just you just got time in your hands, bro?
Nah, that's wilding. Yo,
Nah,
listen,
that's hella
listen,
work.
man.
I
Go,
love
go.
it.
Listen, you know what? Okay. If you really love or if you even have a passion for your job, then there has to be a respect for it, right? Like there has to be a level of respect for it, right? So
Right.
that means look, like any good worksman, you got to respect your tools. You know what I'm saying? You got to
Right.
respect your tools. And because your tools, it's like the saying cleanliness is next to godliness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the thing about your tools. Clean tools, you know what I'm saying? Tools that are properly taken care of, tools that are actually updated, upgraded, and well kept. It tells something about the man or the woman that uses them.
Mm.
You see what I mean? So it's like
No, I
when
agree.
it's a hurtful feeling in our profession, and now I am speaking for all audio engineers. It's a hurtful feeling when one of our tools goes down, whether it's a computer, whether it's a piece of gear, whether it's a plug, like especially when it's a cable. Like if he
Yeah,
raps,
bro. And
look,
you gotta
You're
go
giving me
behind that
PTSD by
rack.
saying that. You're reminding me of my preamp that blew. Ugh.
You gotta
dog,
go behind that rack.
Hmm.
What you say?
dog. The
You gotta
racks.
go back.
Listen. Remember, I got that 660 in there, dog. Yeah, and it's like because we have things that we do in our business, dog. That joint takes 11 tubes. You realize when one tube go, they all got to go and
Oh
get
my
Wow.
god.
replaced, dog. Yeah, so that means I gotta have at least 400-500 on standby,
Just on
just
standby.
in case.
I know
Shit.
Titan, you not talking.
That's like car maintenance fees. Just an emergency car fund right there.
You got to, dog, because again, and look, but here's the thing, right? I'll even get out of the gear space area for a minute and let's go into the computer space. What happens when that computer has to do an emergency out of nowhere update? You
Oh
see,
Lord, have mercy.
what
Oh
what
yeah.
happens? What happens when there's a loose USB or Thunderbolt cable? Now
Yeah.
we not getting signal for what reason?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta give everything a hard reset.
Yeah, or when the application that opens up the driver to the to the interface don't want to work. We've all been there.
Yeah.
Pro
You see what
Tools.
I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
and
for
and
me,
and now you get skips. Look, it becomes snap, crackle, and pop.
That's
yo,
true.
Pro
it's
Tools.
been the UAD console for me lately doing that. But continue what you're saying.
Yeah, they
You
got me
know,
too. The UAD. It made me upgrade.
yeah.
It made
It's
me
like
update.
and
Yeah,
and
update.
guess what? We get mad, we get pissed, we got to calm down. Then we have to get level and clear headed, and then we have to go and do what? Solve the problem.
Solve it. Yeah.
And the answer always the complication of the answer usually is based upon the complication of the system. So sometimes it'd be something just stupid like, damn, yo, this cable was just hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To man, it's time to replace this one cable because this one cable is the reason why you only get a signal out the left side.
Yeah.
Or one of my favorites. Let me go type in update and go see what Windows is up to. You know what I'm saying? But these are the things that come with our business. And at the same time, because we are purveyors in our business, we have to be stewards of this stuff,
Right.
hardware and software. I mean, shoot, if you own Waves plugins, you already know about that.
Mm-hmm.
That whoop. That whoop. That's what it's called. The whoop.
Yeah, because that's what it does.
No, but you know what? I understand Whoop now has a developer because bro, somebody's gotta pay those developers. You know, like plugins, we buy once and we're done, and then we expect updates, but we expect updates for free.
Right.
Somebody gotta be back there coding that crap.
Hey, I don't expect it for free. I expect it to work.
Yeah. You know
You
what?
I
know?
felt that
That's
if I
that's
if
that's
I
a
don't
given right
update, I
there.
still
At least work. Like
Turn
yeah,
that
I should
into a
just
turn
let
that
me
into
use
a
the
shirt.
yeah let me use the version that I got, bro. Don't cut my water off like that.
Hey, yo, facts. Look, Rich know so like, hey, dog. Look, yo, let me look. I'm trying to take the shower real quick. Don't cut the water off
Like
today.
yo, like what if I intentionally did not want to update, bro? Like what if that was a choice that I made? Now you forcing me to do that.
Yeah, it's I mean, forced obsolescence is crazy in our world because and the thing is because we are so forward thinking as a community, we've actually never as a community never stopped and had the conversation about how companies do that without our consent.
Yeah,
And
that's
So
it's
they
not
true.
a
already
yeah, like
it's
it's not a few. It's a like if everybody stops for
We
minute
might
of
have that.
us.
We might have that conversation if, and I hope it never happens. But if Avid, given that they're the quote unquote industry standard, right? And I'm doing that as a Avid user, but I'm aware, stigma. If they ever force users to like, you have to update to continue using our service, that's when we'll have a real conversation because motherfuckers gonna be like, nah, we're not having this.
Well, the workarounds have been like Olympic level for Avid. Like, first off, I mean, look, as someone that has a C24 right now, again, if it wasn't for V control and nitric, that wouldn't be in here. It just
Nairi.
wouldn't. Yeah, nitric, it just wouldn't be in here, and that's a real thing because the reality is this: DigiDesign and Avid left a large chunk of their customer base out in the cold when they canceled support for the most part all of their controllers except for the S series. Any controller before the S series, you cut off. It's like getting written out of the will.
And they could make so much money if they still could supported that crap. Yes, Pro Tools updates, Pro Tools, like right now, Pro Tools is going through a whole new refresh, so I kind of get it. But as far as like the parts that goes with it, and they still was supplying parts, they were still making
Hey,
stuff.
what's up, G?
Mr. Horvat, how are you? Let me get you in the chat. Let me see.
But
Yeah,
nah,
so
you're right though. Go ahead.
if they would still support it, then I think they would still be making money head over fist. But it is what it is. Some things die, but I'm one of those dudes. I don't like e-waste, man. E-waste drives me crazy. E-waste drives me nuts. So yeah, that's one of those things that it just rips me apart, man. And thank
You feel
God
like
for
all those.
Mr. Nyrink
You
for
feel like
coming up
all.
with that joint.
You feel like all those Avid controllers are what you consider e-waste.
If you're not using the Nyrink, yeah,
Yeah.
because it's either somebody's going to keep trying to sell it, and they're going to keep selling it, but those parts are going to break eventually,
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
unless you 3D print. Unless you 3D print, you got a good 3D printer, and somebody 3D prints those parts.
Which that's the and that but you see how fast we came up with that idea. That's all it takes for Avid to keep those things in the run, where it becomes, well, parts are expensive. Well, not if you own a 3D print for the actual units you own and sell, which most companies, that's how they save money, is by owning the sub companies
Miss,
that do the work.
Mr. Harvat, this is what I'm gonna have you do on your phone. Exit out of all your apps that's open, especially with Instagram. Come back in and I will try again because Instagram is very funky as of late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta let Trax send you the invite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows, man.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah,
ain't.
Gene. Yeah.
You don't even know who you talking to, cuz.
Yo, I can't even. I'm gonna be real. I don't know what's up with IG. I can't see any of the updated comments.
Really? Oh, yeah, yeah. Well,
Bro, we don't
that
even see your
happens.
camera.
No, no, no. I turned it off.
Oh,
You
okay,
feel
okay,
me?
okay.
I
He's
got
out
it
in the
off.
woods.
Yeah,
You feel me? I'm doing my thing
yeah,
again. You feel me?
Yep,
yeah,
concrete jungle. I see you.
yeah.
Dig.
So, with that comment being said, yeah, I even told Avid themselves, I'm like, yo, you guys need to, hey, yo, Titan, just turn off your phone.
Oh,
Just turn off your phone and probably restart it. I don't know,
uh,
but
G Marie, I think you get back
I
in.
just accepted your request.
Restarting Insta should work.
Yeah, I mean, because it's clearing everything out, but you gotta get
Nah,
out
yeah.
all the apps. I don't
Whoever's
know,
trying to
like
join.
but again, it's me because Instagram and Meta have beef with me. Meta jack up all my accounts. I don't know. I'm following everybody, and
I
they still
mean,
give me a bunch of guff.
brother, you just called out Mark Zuckerberg by
I
name.
did call Marcus Zuckerberg by
Shoot,
name.
Yeah,
I did.
shoot.
I did. I
Come on,
did.
man. I just hit 113K. Come on, man.
Yo, man,
Let me
listen,
live,
brother.
yo. Let
When
me
I know
live.
when I know you when I know the bro, I know the system in and out, so they
I
don't
know.
like
You know,
that.
I'm just messing with you. I
Yeah.
know. I'm just messing with you,
Um.
man.
So, Mr. Horvat, I did send another request. Hopefully it works, but you might have to restart your phone, but who knows what you got going on right now. With that being said, yes, he is unable to join. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, you know what?
Mm. I don't know. Got lost in the matrix.
All right.
There we go. What happened?
All right. I'm going to turn off my VPN. I'm going to turn off the VPN because I'm just remembering I'm on Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi goes through the DNS server. So the DNS server, I think, is blocking everybody.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, I set up my own rig, and I don't like all those things running in the background. All right, guys, I just resent the thing.
Hmm?
Let me know if you guys can get in.
Yeah, this man Tracks is cyber paranoid.
Yeah, I am, brother.
Is that rain loud back there, fellas?
I am. No,
Oh,
you
I mean,
good.
we can
Slightly.
hear it, but it's like it ain't
You
loud,
good.
loud, but we can hear it.
All right.
You good.
I'm
You
gonna jump
good.
in a minute.
It's not like it's pouring back there. Good God.
Yeah. Yeah, I resent invites, you see, if they're unable to join. And I'm not even on.
Oh, got caught in the matrix again, Pat. Yep. Pat got caught in the matrix.
All
Yeah,
There
right,
you
he
go.
got
boom.
his
Welcome back.
ass.
All
I
right.
said,
No,
got his
I'm
ass.
trying to turn off my VPN. I'm trying to turn all this crap off because yeah, I am. I told you, man, these dudes have it out for me. They literally do.
It's all right. Look, next time we back to TikTok, man. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Titan, it says unable to join. I'm sending you guys new invites. I don't know. I give up, guys.
Oh man.
I
Don't
give
give
up.
up. My man raised no quitter now, but
Nah, I know, man, but
he
I don't
said, "Nah,
control the pipeline. That's the thing. I don't control the pipeline,
nope,
and I've been
understood,
sending
man."
Hold up.
invites like crazy. It's not working.
I'm about to jump in right now.
Yeah.
well,
So, all right.
I wanted to touch on real quick the topic of the marketing of black engineers in the audio community. I feel like
Mm,
this is something that we're supposed to talk about.
no, we were going to talk about it.
Oh, we still gonna
Well,
talk about it.
actually,
They know we
actually,
were.
actually, actually, before we do, what's your beef with Stam? Do you have a beef with Stam? Stam Audio? Did they do something to you?
Man, let's just say during the making of the 1176s, the revisions, let's just say I was basically a freaking spy. So I was popping open the hoods and taking pictures and sending it like a goddamn spy. And that's where I stop. I won't say anything else. I won't say who's the manufacturers I was giving notes to.
Mm.
Yeah.
So they didn't do anything wrong, but they're still in trouble though.
Nah, they just what's the name? It's okay. So this is the conversation that me and Pat be having all the time. For what he did, they didn't show that love and respect back.
Got it.
Mm.
Enough said. Yeah, enough said. I already got it.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's very U.S. government old military. Like appreciate your services, get out.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. And my
Yeah.
brother got all the receipts that he needs. It sounds like.
Oh,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah, bro. I had the first I had the first when he first introduced the SMK2, I had the Neve and I have the API. I had them both,
Hmm.
one on top of the other.
Yeah, man.
And then I had to chase this man down. And he changed phone numbers, all this other stuff. I'm like,
Whoa.
Oh,
damn,
damn.
son, we used to talk like brothers. What the heck would I do to you?
You started chasing them easy.
You was applying too much pressure.
Oh
That man
man,
was
Yeah,
look.
always down on him like
man,
Stewie. He said, "Yo,
listen,
where's my money, man? Where's my
listen,
money?"
listen. But I paid for everything. That's the thing. I paid for everything.
Right.
So
Nah, you know how it is when people start ducking.
yeah,
That's an internal problem. That's not an external problem. That's an internal problem.
yeah, Mr. Horvat, I keep accepting your invites, and this thing still like Instagram does not like me. Meta does not like me.
As we can see, they keep throwing them in the matrix.
Yeah, like I would love to read the
No, they
comments,
keep
but
they keep freezing you up every like every.
bro,
No,
I'm
it's
so
me
afraid.
trying to see that it's
I'm so afraid to X out of IG so I could try to like refresh the stream or
Yeah,
something.
I'm
But
so
like
sorry. I'm so
if I come
sorry.
back, I feel like they're gonna boot me.
I'm so sorry about that. Yeah,
It's all
no.
good.
But I keep calling them out on that. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't understand why you guys keep doing this to me.
They be nerfing niggas, bro. I'm telling
No,
you.
maybe you can only have 4 at a time. That's nah,
Nah, you can have more than
nah,
that.
nah. Nope. You can have way more. You can have way more. But
Yeah.
Mr. Orban, I'm gonna send you my direct number for WhatsApp because we're trying to use the WhatsApp format because we can have multiple groups, and then that way I can stream from WhatsApp over
All
to
good.
yeah. All right, Titan, I just seen your request. Let me know if you able to join because this thing is crazy.
Yep. So my man over here said, he
Mhm.
said, I've been messing with the coveted 1073 CL1B, and I don't know if I like it as much as the 610B 1176 LA2A combo. Can I get your thoughts and opinions on how the Neve and 2-Tech chain can be better?
Who wanna answer that
Oh,
one?
I got that.
All right. You start. I'll go after.
Oh, I mean, listen, I used to have that chain. I mean,
You still do.
nah, no, I don't.
No, what I'm saying, you still have both units.
Oh, I mean, yeah, and nay. So, no, look, I'm gonna keep it real. So, in that case, what I learned from having that chain for as long as I had it was it wasn't the pieces as much as it was me changing out the microphones. Having
Bro,
Mike
you
having a
stole it
nice.
from me. You stole it from me.
I mean, yeah, like dog having a dope microphone locker. That was what made that chain so dope because it's like, oh, if this microphone didn't work for you, cool. The
Time out.
the
Hey, Nova, do you
Yo,
mind if you can give up your live slot? Sorry. And let me see if I can get Mr. Horvat in the chat.
okay, cool.
I appreciate you so much.
Yo,
but
All right.
yeah, like after having that chain for so many years, it's like it made what it did was it just made me realize there were better options out there.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like and not like I mean yeah. The obvious answer is yes, of course. But it's like if you want to get that same style, that same sound, that same vibe, you don't got to go break and spend an arm and a leg.
Do
What up?
not even, don't even start with that shit, with that
Hey, look,
1073
you already knew it was
CLA
coming. You knew it was
1B
coming.
You
bullshit.
see?
You
You
I
knew it
don't
was
see?
want,
See?
coming. You
I
knew it
don't
was
want to
coming.
hear
Wait,
it.
wait, time
You were
out, time out,
coming.
time out,
Nah,
I
nah,
don't
wait,
nah.
want
wait,
to
wait,
hear it.
I
Nah.
gotta
You
get
knew it was
wait,
coming.
stop. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the legendary
Oh man.
Jean-Marie Horvat.
Oh,
Give
stop
him
it,
a round
man.
of applause.
I need to dye up my beard. My beard's getting gray, man.
Hey,
Hey,
look.
we
You
love
gotta, you
it.
gotta, look. You
We
gotta go
Yo,
love
find
it.
the.
We love it. We
these little
love it.
Thundercats are fucking killing me.
Hey,
Yo.
listen, if you guys don't know,
Hey,
if you guys,
listen. Will
if
got a point. Will got a point. Listen, I am not opposed. I'm going to hear this. Hear me out with these 14 people. Listen, I am not opposed with the 1073 CLA1B. I do not like the CLA1B for one reason only. It's too fucking slow. Try a 1073 and 1176.
Yes.
Maybe that might work.
Can
Try
I?
a 1073 and a fucking distressor. That might even work even better. But my
Mm-hmm.
problem is the C800. It reminds me of the C12. So if you put a C, like
Yep.
if you use a C100 with a GML 2020, they're
Yep.
all matched. They sound great. If you try this, y'all. If you got a C800, go to an API EQ.
Ooh.
Go with
that's what
that.
I've been
Go with
Hold
an
up.
doing.
Hold up.
API mic
Hold up.
pre.
Time
Go with
out.
an
Time out.
API
Time
mic
out.
pre.
Time out. Time out.
That's what I've
That
been
Let me
the
tell
doing.
five
you.
five
Look.
the
Time out.
512 is
Just
me.
just just to let y'all know, when he says an API EQ, he is talking about
Sorry. Yes.
the beautiful
510,
A and
512.
B. Yeah, them
Yes.
beautiful 512 A
Yes.
and B's. Cause let
Not
me
to
tell
see.
y'all.
Not to see. But I got. I got.
Yeah.
I got. I got one more for you, y'all. I got
Hmm.
one more for y'all.
What you got?
The Trident 80B series mic pre.
You know, I've never tried to trident.
That
No,
all
I've
the
never had.
old all LA hip hop records was done at I think it was, I forgot the name of the studio, but it was right in Silver Lake. and they had a Trident 80 Series B. They called it the 808 console, right?
Mm.
There's
Nah, yeah.
nothing to the board. I was doing something with Rodney Jerkins, name drop, sorry, but I was doing something for him, and we were down in Pleasantville, and I did a whole record on a fucking Mackie board. That
Hey,
shit was
hey,
fucking loud as hell.
hey,
But,
listen,
but
dog.
mind you, I have my racks behind me though. Mind you,
I
Yeah.
was gonna say,
Was it
hey, yo,
was
wait
it
a minute.
was it the 32 with
32
the
by
A
8,
button?
the analog, but the EQ on that doesn't sound like any other EQ. It
The
reminds me of the
Perkins
Trident
EQ,
board.
right? Was in the
Yep.
Perkins, or was that when the Onyx came out? I know they had a
No, no,
Perkins.
no, no. It's like we're talking about late 90s.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Mackie Plus with
Yes.
the little, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
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 Look.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Side note. The guy that owns Trident today is not the same people that own Trident from back in the day.
No,
But
Orem, John
but
Orem.
but the guy that owns Trident today is an audiophile like how we are. So
Is it
if
John Orem? Didn't John Orem owned the Trident board, right? Because I
Yeah,
worked on
or
the,
yeah.
yeah,
I
so
worked on his board up in
uh,
in Santa Barbara. That shit was fucking loud.
let me tell you something. The guy that owns Trident today, you
Yep,
go Google him. You gonna have the biggest smile on your face. You
bro.
know, he go around the world. He finds pieces, third party people that make pieces,
Yeah,
and he will go and buy them out
but you know
and make them into Trident pieces.
you know what the problem is, guys, and I hate to say this, and it came from Dave Durr. When they started using the solder free the thing to solder, they used the
Mhm.
oxygen free shit. It started to weaken the signal and make it thin
Oh,
because it's non-combustible. There's something about
oh
that.
yeah, I know
There's
what you're
some
talking about.
So you don't like that
this
SMD? You like
yeah,
that two
exactly.
hole punch?
But but speaking of trying, because someone told me, goes, this, what board do you always want to work on now? I said, you know what? I would love to get on a 9098. That's one.
Yeah.
But I want to get on that. I want to get on a Trident board. Now, I don't know if anybody knows this. Maybe you guys might know it. I went to a studio in Burbank, and my buddy Jimmy took me there. This Trident board had compressors and a full automation like an SSL. And
Wow.
to this day, I cannot find it. When I brought the tapes up, the last time I heard tapes sound like that was when I went to East West Studios, and they have that 1053, whatever, that Neve 10. There's only two in the world.
Mhm.
There's nothing, and I'm telling you right now, there's nothing that sounds like that console. It changes your whole song into like saying, did we really do that? I brought this fucking drummer in, like the drums in from Gary Hoey. And I know the drums were like shit at my studio. I brought it to that place. Everything sounded amazing. I mean, everything. Now,
And,
to get you guys educated on what that studio is, that's where they did all the Red Hot Chili Pepper records. That's where they did all the Rage Against the Machine records. It's Studio 2. That live
There
room,
we
it's
go. I was
probably
gonna say, I know that studio. Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know.
that live room
Wait a
is
minute. They
probably
had
the
a Trident in
best.
there.
Huh?
They had a Trident in there, Joy.
No, it's the Neve 1053. There
Yeah, I
was
was
only
gonna say,
two.
yeah.
There was only two boards like that. One was at Sound City, which now Dave Grohl has, and that
Yeah.
one that's over there.
Mm. How do you
Now
feel
the
about the 8 series?
which one?
The 88 series.
The 88R?
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I really, really don't. Here's the thing. It's never going to sound like the old Neves.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. We
But
know.
here's the other thing. When we went to work at East West and we brought everything up on the console, the
Mhm.
noise was too fucking crazy. The noise was we worked on the console that had like the light blue thing. I think it was an 88 173 EQs. It was like a rack of 10. It was like the original the next version of 1081s. And the
Okay.
problem that I had is because we have so much headroom threshold that we had to lower it. But when you lower it on an analog console, you get a lot of noise.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yep.
So
Because you're
you
closer to
have
the
to be
noise
really
floor.
particular about how you deal with stuff and how you attack stuff. But let's go back to the Trident board. So there was a place called O. Henry's. They did all rock records there, and they also did a lot of jingles there, right? They
Yeah.
put fucking flying faders in that board. That's why it sounded great. And it's look, there's no total recall. The greatest thing about it, there's nothing to the board except for electronics and EQs. That's it. There's no compressor. And and the only reason why I fell in love with it is when I was doing a rock record, the manager says, I like your references better than the full mix. And we did it on a Neve VR board.
Wow,
And
really?
yeah, and we came this close. We didn't have the budget. We came this close to going back to the Trident mixes. It makes that much of a difference. The natural punch that came off that board, and we're
Wow.
talking about 94, it was immaculate. It was absolutely, it was so transparent. But you listen to old West Coast hip hop stuff. I was talking to the guys back then. Yo, they went in there and they grimied that shit out. Going from you see the SB 1200 right into the board. They didn't even bother tracking that shit. That shit was fat as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, it
I
was
Hey,
wanted
fucking
to
fat
ask,
as hell. And
what
because of
what
the
were some of your
output.
favorite records
Because
to
of the output.
mix, and why? Like, which pieces of gear did you use on these records? Why did you enjoy mixing them? If you mind giving me some insight.
why I enjoyed mixing them?
Yeah, just give me a few records, like two records that were your favorite to do the job on. Do your mixing.
Every
Which
one of
pieces?
Basically,
them.
he's asking what records that you really like on that board, on that Trident board.
Oh, on the Trident board. Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, none because I was in I was in my ego and I had to work everything on the SSL. I had to be on an SSL. Oh, I needed to be on a fucking SSL. My dumbass, who was around 20 some odd years old, got his ego in the fucking way where I should have said, yo, we should have been Grammying it up. Oh, there's the SP12. Someone stole mine. I was fucking pissed.
Damn,
But
how?
I lent somebody my shit and they were in the session. So my mini moog, now listen to this mini moog number that I picked up in Virginia Beach when I was working with Teddy. The serial number was 10001.
Yeah, you should. That
I
should
was
never. Crib.
I was mad. I was mad as a motherfucker. I was
That should
mad
have
as a
never
motherfucker.
left the crib, player. That should have
Yeah.
never left the crib.
I was trying to help my boy out. That and the SP 1200 went bye-bye. I was pissed. But I do believe that the things that I loved listening to in the West Coast hip hop when I came to LA was anything from oh God, anything like because I worked with King T. I worked with King T. I worked with the Alcoholics. And they used to
Oh,
do their boards. They used to do their mixes on that board. As soon as we brought that shit over to the SSL, it made everything sound small. Mind you, they don't give a shit about compression. They just care about what's fucking hot and what's not. At
Yeah.
that point in time, shit, I was mad because I'm trying to chase that shit. You know, Battle Cat was an institution at the studio, and I forgot the name of the studio. It was right there, right down the block from at that time it was Soundcastle.
yeah, I'm not familiar with LA that much.
Yeah, no, but that all right. So my man was asking me what records did I do on there. I just did like recordings because back then when you have a small budget, you had to go to a cheaper studio.
Right.
And I was and the thing is it was so fucking big sounding. But like I said, my ego got in the way. I'll give you another thing. So I'm working with the boys. Remember the group, the boys,
Yeah.
Hakeem and right. So this motherfucker wanted me to mix this. Hawk wanted me to mix it. Hawk's an amazing producer, right? This dude had a 3348 console. The 3348 tape machine, right?
The Sony, right?
Right.
The
And
digital.
and I'm trying to chase his fucking demo that was done on the 32 by 8 Mackie. And I'm on a Neve console and I couldn't even come close to it.
God, he was
One
pushing
That's
second.
that
when I
joint.
that's when that's
Rich,
when I started losing my
Rich,
ego.
let me borrow your camera. Let Titan in real quick, please.
Got you.
All right.
Yeah, nah, boy, he was pushing that joint. He was pushing that console.
Yo, that shit sounded amazing. I said, bro, and we were working in the new Neve console and blah blah blah. The digital
What up,
console.
son?
That shit. What up, God? What up, that God?
What's happening?
Hey, so I'm listening to this shit and I said, Hawk, man, what did you do this on, man? I'm putting fucking tube techs and putting all this bullshit in there. I talked to Dexter Simmons, the fucking professor, and he said, "Let me tell you something. The bottom end is different. 100 doesn't sound like any 100." And I'll be goddamn, he was right. I'll be goddamn. When we did Wine and
Yep.
Space 2 down in Pleasantville at Dark Child Studio in Jersey,
Mm.
and I was doing the mixes there. We sent the mastering out. The mastering guy calls up. He said, "Jean, where did you do this mix at?" And I'm like, "Here we go. Here we go. Mastering engineer bullshit, right?" I said, "Why? Did I do something wrong?" He said, "No, I just can't match the mixes that were done."
Oh
He,
yeah, he was stuck.
Wait,
he was stuck.
He
the
was stuck.
3348 was the dash, right? That
It
was the
was
big
the
dash.
no, it was the Sony machine.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
a
the
so
dash.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
but
dash.
so we did everything. So how we did it, this is where I had my own Pro Tools rig before anybody else had it. And we started doing everything like that. So we put everything out to the console. And the mastering guy called me up personally. I forgot. I don't think it was Tom. It was somebody else from Sterling. And he said, "John, we got to ask you, man. Did you do this at Larrabee?" I said, "No." Did you do it
Mm.
at Did you do it at Record Plant? I said, "No." Because all right, so did you do it on an Eve board? I said, "No." Because what board did you use it on? I said, don't get mad at me. I said, "I did it on a 32 by 8 Mackie." He said, "What? What?" I said, "I did it on a 32 by 8." He goes, "You're trying to tell me," they go, "there's this," and Harvey Mason was right next door to me when he was hearing the shit. Harvey goes, "Tell him, Beef. Tell him what you did." I said, "Well, we did this. I used the tube tech." He goes, "No." The guy goes, "Fuck the tube tech. You're trying to tell me you did this mix on a 32 by 8 Mackie?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Why?" I said, "Because we were in Pleasantville and there was no budget on gospel music. So we did this
Ooh.
on the love. It was the Wine and Space too. It was Carvin's son. It
Oh,
was
stop,
Mario's.
stop,
It,
stop,
yo,
stop, yo, stop.
you know the song?
Y'all don't know
Every
this
that
album. Y'all,
follow.
first off, listen. We can only talk so much about that because I know stories about that process for that project. Yeah, we can only say so much about that. Y'all have no idea what he's talking about. I promise you. Go. It's an older album. Go look up the Wine and Space 2. Go look up who
I
those
thought of
kids are.
living right.
Hey, listen, y'all go look up who them
It
kids are. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, go look the stories they tell you about the making of that project. You
was
will go.
crazy.
It'll make you go, whoa, this is
Yo,
gospel.
let me explain to you. The biggest thing was Ariel was like saying, "How the hell did you get that snare?" And even like Rodney said it. This is the same time. This is around the same time when Clive Davis told us to go back to Philly.
Mm,
And I'll give you a story about that. Okay, so I'm in Philly because Pleasantville is right by Philly. So
yeah.
we were working at Electric
Electric
Studio.
Lady?
No, the Electric
No,
Factory
Electric Lady
Studio.
is mostly, yeah.
It
That's
was
another
it
one.
was Larry Gold's studio, right? So we were working in the SSL room, which is a fucking great room. But here's the thing: we didn't track anything. It was for Whitney, and
Mm,
all the stuff that we did, we brought all the outputs on the console except for the vocals. So we were chasing the vocals, via timecode with MPC, right?
mm-hmm.
That got into the hands of Clive, right? So months later, Clive is notorious for this, to have the CD in his hand or cassette. You have to
Yeah.
send him a cassette, and a CD. This is it, right? Months later goes by, Rodney has to track it out, and he got Brad Gilman to mix it.
I heard the name before.
Clive goes, "This, I don't like it. Get the same guy that did the mix." So he called me, get the same guy who did this. He goes, "Jean, Clive needs you. Are you still on the session?" I said, "If it's for Clive, we're gonna. I'll push something, right?" So I was supposed to do it originally, but we wanted to give it to Brad because Brad needed the mix, right? Only to come to find out, I did the mix, and Clive said, "Jean Marie, this doesn't sound like this mix." I said, "Well, Clive, that was done in Philly on an E series board, and it was totally different. This is like all cleaned up now. He goes, this, Rodney, I want you and Jean to go back to Philly and do it exactly the same way. Luckily, I took a snapshot of the shit.
Oh
I
my
didn't have
god!
any outboard gear. I was just using what was on the SSL board.
Thank God, yo.
We sent out the reference. Now, this is an expensive song now. You're talking about just one mix. Probably cost about maybe $25,000 to $35,000 just for one mix, right?
Oh man,
We
yeah.
sent it. We sent it a 24-hour courier. Better, I think we sent the driver because it was only 4 hours away. Because it gets to be pricey when you're dealing with that shit, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Print it. He
Mm.
said, print it. And I looked at Rodney. I said, this is going to be something. Because I said, we did the same thing when we were doing Michael stuff because everybody said, oh, we got the Michael Jackson stuff. No, you don't. You
Hmm.
might have what was on, you might have what was on the 2-inch and maybe the 3348, but you sure as hell don't have what Teddy had. Because
Yeah.
what we did, we had the whole board maxed out. I think Larrabee's was around 72 channels, I think, at that time. We
Damn.
used small faders, the
Wow.
small send faders
Yeah,
as
yeah.
returns of all the Teddy stuff. So on top of all the 72 channels, plus
The small
all
faders.
the outboard gear, which was about another 48. That's what I
Oh
was mixing.
yeah, y'all wildin'.
Wait, 48 channels of outboard gear?
Yeah, because Teddy had, remember, Teddy's rack, he wouldn't have just two. So if he had two S1100s, that means he had four S1100s. If he had two S770s, that means he had four S770s, and so on and so forth. So
Yep.
you're talking about now, I just told you maybe about 24 channels, maybe if my math is right. On
48.
top of the fact that we used an MPC, so we used all 10 channels of those,
Yep.
right? That was just that. Then we still had to use I think the DX7 was still live. I
Mm.
think we also had the 808 coming out of the 900 because that's the best 808 ever in the bass. That tone is ridiculous. So we're talking about a lot of channels. And I told you, you don't even have half the shit. You don't even have half the stuff that Teddy did. Teddy's a fucking genius. That's all I say. What he did for me in my career is one thing, but the education that I got was bar none. Because mind you, I was only in the business less than a year when I started working with Teddy.
Wow.
So
Damn.
I didn't know anything. I just started assisting maybe 6, 7 months prior to that. Teddy always thought I was an engineer, but I was a runner first. And then Tony Maserati brought me in, and that's how I started assisting more. But I didn't have any fucking knowledge of what the hell's going on. All the knowledge that I got, anything to deal with MIDI, was Teddy.
Oh
I
yeah,
got nothing but mad respect for Teddy.
you got the
When I,
crash course.
No,
I
listen.
ever, man.
Remember
Well,
the
you know,
days
but
when he was talking about you
oh
on
yeah,
the Akai thing, and
oh
I
yeah,
said, "Yo, John, hey, smell your flowers. You better take it." He was like, "Nah." I'm like,
dude.
"Yo, you
I
have
want to tell
no
you something.
idea. You have no
The only thing I
idea."
was smelling at that time was my ass because I shit in my pants because I thought I was gonna get fucking fired. Because let me tell you something, Jack. Man, let me tell you something. That was stressful because the whole idea was Teddy didn't fully explain it, but he doesn't need to. He just understands what we did. I was supposed to encode or decode on Dolby SR. That's what became the famous SR effect. That was because of the Michael Jackson thing. We couldn't say anything because I wasn't even supposed to mix any of that stuff, supposedly. So Teddy opened up the bag. I said, Teddy, we're not supposed to talk about this. He said, man, it's 30 years. Leave that shit alone. You need your flowers. This is what he told me. At NAM, he blasted it. He goes, this is the guy who mixed Remember the Time. This is the guy who did this. And I said, and I looked at him. You could see in my face like I was shying away from the shit because I was scared because we signed an NDA.
Oh, okay,
But you
okay.
know what? I realize this, and we said this in a group chat off air, right? Engineer NDAs and producer NDAs are treated differently nowadays. So like engineer NDAs is like the handshake and the look like, hey,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah,
Producer NDAs are like, I can't say nothing,
Right.
until I'm on my deathbed.
That and that's how it was. It wasn't a physical written one. As they sat me down, and
Yeah, of course.
Bruce was the sweetest guy. He goes, this, you know, Jean, we can't really put you on as an engineer. And they didn't understand the politics. I just got in the business.
Yeah.
And Teddy said, he goes, you know, you should have got a Grammy for this. That would have been your first Grammy.
Mm,
And I said, Teddy, it wasn't the right time. He goes,
mm,
Sean, that should have been your Grammy right there. That's when they started changing the Grammys around, like
Uh-huh.
5 years after, where they got put all the engineers on there.
Now if
And
now if you now listen, you me and you've been talking for a couple of years, man. You know,
mm,
if we wanted to press the issue, you know we can get it.
I don't want it. I got too much respect for the people that put me on.
I
I
feel you,
got
man.
I got nothing but love. What I got was a career out of it. I can still say after 30 some odd years, I'm still doing it. And these young kids, like, oh, I posted something up, by the way. I got mad as hell today. You're gonna like this new one, boys.
Yeah,
I-
yeah,
I'm I'm calling I'm calling out the fucking haters. Um, the thing that everybody tried to push me out of the business, and I'm here to keep young kids in the business.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
That's what's
like,
up.
it's like I have a lot of pride. So when I said you could push the issue, a lot of people said that to me. Why bother? Why bother when the record stands on its own? I know what I did. I know the sounds that I made on that record because a lot of those sounds were handcrafted by me and Teddy. That's what we
Mhm.
did with Rodney when I told him about how we made those drum sounds.
But you
Because
know what? All right. So I'm going to represent the other side of the coin because and you're not the only one. Look, you're definitely an OG worth your weight in gold. I've had this conversation with a lot of OGs like you, my man. And the
Mhm.
problem is this: it's the other side of the coin. Me, Pat, Titan, we're the generation after you. We've heard your war stories, even now. And the reality is, as we are becoming the OGs of this particular younger generation
Yep.
now,
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. I want you to have those flowers. I want
Right.
you. I
I
look.
got it.
I hear what
Here's
you
the
say,
thing.
and I love and respect you, man. But I'm gonna tell you right now, me myself, it sits a weird way because you are deserving of it, and
But
it is
that was then.
rightfully yours. And it is not disrespect because you put in the work. That
But here's
and
here's
that's
the
all.
thing. Here's the thing. I can bitch and moan about it, but that was yesterday's news. What when we win, it's what's important now. It's
right.
like winning is
True.
now. WIN. What's important now? And my other motto is together everyone achieves more. That's team. So I'm
Mm,
True.
building a team with the collective souls of like our music community. But then you get a bunch of hard legs thinking like they have something to say because of their jealousy. Bro,
Oh man, listen,
I
we've been on
I
TikTok.
worked I worked so goddamn hard every single day. It tested my family. It's tested my family now. But here's the thing. It's like I love what I do. I don't have to showboat what I do.
exactly.
Facts.
I just got on a project, and I'll let you guys know when it's done. I don't like to jinx it, but I've been wanting to work with this brother for a minute, and my brother Leon put me on just because. What I like to do, Leon's very particular about his vocals, so I have to EQ his
Yeah.
vocals a certain way, and I send it out. Not to even ask, not to even ask for credit. It's what's important to the song.
Mm,
So I did a rough mix. That particular person said, "Yo, let's give him the song to mix." Man, I did that son bitch so fast. They gave me the whole goddamn album
Nice.
because I respect the trade and I also respect the guy who's probably going to be touching Leon's vocals. I
right.
don't want the credit. I'm here to help because there's no music community. There's enough room for everybody to fucking eat and work.
Facts though. That's a whole
And
fact.
here's the other thing. I would love for these kids to get back in the fucking studio, man. So they don't have
Mm.
to worry about shit. It's like I dealt with a fucking producer that he gave me the wrong fucking files and it didn't sound the same. So everybody said, "We want the demo." I said, "Yo, the problem is file management and these producers thinking that They're producers when they're just beat makers.
Hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all. I think Terrace Martin said it best. And I told him this, you're becoming reducers instead of producers. I said that to Teddy
Ooh.
years ago. So Teddy always uses that because, we're in production, not in reduction, man. It's like you're holding up the fucking process. Go to the fucking studio and do it right. If they're
Now,
doing, if they look, the 9/10, and a lot of people don't like to hear this. 9/10 of the mixes are coming out of Pro Tools. If it was done the right way, taking out of your Ableton or whatever session, and you laid it into Pro Tools a certain way, I will guarantee you, it will sound better than you can ever imagine. But the labels don't want to pay for the extra studio time. Audio detracts is some bullshit.
mm-hmm.
Audio tracks is some bullshit. It doesn't sound like your fucking mix. Well, I took all this stuff off. That's my sound. No shit, fucking Sherlock. That's what we fucking need is your goddamn sound. What the
Amen,
fuck
yo.
is wrong with you,
Amen.
man?
Amen, yo.
Yo, you're not fucking Quincy Jones. You might be Quincy Holmes. You're not Quincy Jones, and you're definitely not Teddy Riley. You're fucking Freddie Riley, fake Teddy Riley.
But look, but you
Instead
know
of, it's,
why?
yo, I got another one for you. Instead of baby face, you're maybe face.
Oh, I'm gonna start saying that. I'm gonna start saying that. I'm stealing that. But
Yeah.
again, look, we said this on TikTok before. You know why though? You know why? It's everyone is learning the game from people that have never been in the game.
Yeah.
They're learning the game from guys who have never stepped foot in the game. They're learning mixing techniques and things that they're being told this is the way from guys who have never ever
Yeah.
done
I know where
done
you're
it
going.
the
I know
way.
where you're going. I
But
know where
but
you're going.
but it's
Yo,
the
they
truth.
they got
But
this
it's the
one dude
truth.
talking about. They got this one dude talking about my priests don't
Oh,
fucking
I
matter.
knew he was gonna say
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I want
Okay.
to. Here's the thing. I have to stop because we're feeding into this fucking kid's bullshit. He's not. He doesn't care about fucking engineering. He
Yo,
cares
he said it at
about
the beginning of the
clicks.
video. He said it at
Yeah,
the
that's
beginning of
what.
the video.
Yo,
Look,
man, I
I'm
looked at
just
this
an artist.
motherfucker and said,
I'm
"Are you
like,
serious?"
oh, look, this is the cop out. Look, and we're old enough to know this is the cop out. Every time he said it, that was the first thing that came to my mind. This is the cop out. Here's the cop out.
But
All the research
you
you
know
do,
what?
it's
But
the
you know
cop
what?
out.
I want to give him the clickbait because I want to tell him how fucking foolish he is. Like someone asked me if I wanted to do something with this one dude that's always talking about plugins and shit like that. I said I won't do it because I think he's full of shit.
Hmm. You saw the one
I,
with the microphone? So you could make a $10 microphone sound like a $12,000 microphone.
look, let me tell you
Hey,
something. Let me tell you, I do use the Slate microphone. That shit sounds amazing, by the way.
yeah,
Hmm.
but
It sounds
but but
amazing.
but look what it
But if I
does.
had a fucking 10, if I had a 251 Elam,
Oh, you tripping? Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's like you think it's gonna be fucking sitting in the corner?
Nah, yo, that. But you okay, and this okay, so this leads to a great conversation point.
Okay.
I the one guy that Titan is talking about where he was saying like how cheaper mics do this and this.
Yeah.
I left in the comment, all right, bet. So like let's hear the shootout. He commented, got God knows how many comments after that, right? But and I asked him before, even on the message, I said, yo, so when we gonna get the shootout though? Because here's the thing about microphones, and everyone was ducking it. Microphones, like gear, have tolerances.
Yep.
That's
Hmm.
what makes a mic. Because when you take those same tolerances and you kind of start stacking them up, this is how we get our sound for what we're looking for. The Slate mic, right? Remember, it was the Slate mic, the mic from Antelope, and the one from UAD. They were made for the home crowd, so you could pick through your microphones and have a great sound. Dog, they don't even want those anymore.
Yo, let me bring something to your attention.
Oof.
So I did this mix for Jay Hart, and I really am proud of this shit because he was going for this Muzak type 1978 yacht rock shit, right? And the
Oh
drums that were
God.
cut were just was terrible, right? So I did it in the back of the studio at Muse, and I relearned how to track shit. Can I tell you one microphone that is so fucking underrated?
Mm.
That fucking 57.
I was gonna say that. I was
God
gonna
damn it.
say
I've
that.
been searching for a good hi-hat sound. This is where ego comes in. Oh, I gotta use a 414 or a KM84 or some other bullshit. Bro, I said, yo, let's just keep that 57 on there. Man, that shit was isolated. and it was the best sounding fucking drums I got. I got Stevie Salas, who's an amazing fucking guitar player, said, "Hey fucker, did you put any fucking samples on the drums?" I said, "Nope." Well, yeah, I said it. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Let me lie. On the kick drum, I put a trigger like the New York City trigger, which is basically when you shoot tone into the console and you put the
Yeah.
gate to get that oomph. So that's what I did,
Okay.
and it gave it that nice little sock. But the snare was basically a DW tuned down with fucking with a wallet on top of it. Sounded amazing. The toms I fucking put towels on it to get that. You gotta listen to the mix. The mix is fucking phenomenal. I'm stepping on my own dick on this one. I was proud as shit. I
Hey,
ain't gonna
yo.
lie to you. Because you know why? Because the motherfucker wrote a great song. So I'm definitely gonna take that shit. This dude,
Facts.
this brother can fucking wail. The producer named Devin Morrison. He wrote Yams and sang Yams. Can you give me the yams?
Yep.
That
Yeah.
dude is a bad cat, man. That dude is bad as shit. So he's in there being persnickety. I'm being persnickety. Yo, the shit
Can you
came out
can you
amazing.
tell us the record again? What's the name?
It's called Memories by Jay Hart.
J Hart.
Bet.
Jhart. This cat, he's got this viral shit right now to sing along with him on his ad libs. The brother can wail. The brother can wail. The dude is amazing. The drummer, this girl named Amber Baker,
Mm.
she laid in that motherfucking pocket. We didn't even move her once. She sat in that bitch. I was like, oh, you gotta hear the shit.
All
Yo,
right. So let me
she
ask you a
was in the
question.
zone.
What was that? What was the tracking chain that you were running in order to track that record?
Okay, so this is what happened. We went in the back of the room. The mic pre's was the AWS mic pre's.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I did is I did a split console type thing. So I brought all the stuff as aux inserts for lines. So if I
Mm-hmm.
want to use a compressor, I was going to use because analog and digital got a funny, right? So I was going to use my arouser or any plugins to do the compression. I
Hmm.
used two compressors on the whole fucking thing when I was tracking it. On the kick drum, and I think it was on the low tom. That
Mm.
was it. That was it. So when I mixed it, it was pure. It
Yeah.
was when they heard it, they go, this thing sounds huge, John. I said, because I'm not massacring it because of my ego. So when we mixed it, I uplifted everything by putting the arouser on the snare. And then I put like the best thing about it. I'll send you the session you could take a look at it. The session is
Okay.
Yep.
fucking
I volunteer as
ridiculous.
tribute.
Yo, the session's ridiculous, man. It was such a great recording, except for the drums. The drums, like when you're dealing with genres and
Mhm.
and eras, you better start listening. Fortunately enough, I am a big Steely Dan head. I love Steely Dan. I love all that shit because that was my time when I was a kid, you know?
Yeah.
So me dissecting that shit was like, I got it. When Jay Hart came into the room, he said, it sounds 1,000 times better. And we didn't do a goddamn punch in yet.
Mm.
And I'm telling you, the vibe of it, that's why I don't think people realize why I became a better mixer and time is because I used my ears how to track it. If I hear it right, then I don't have to keep re-EQing shit. It's all about
Facts.
ego, man. I don't think young entrepreneur, I want to be a mixer. Be a dope fucking track guy so I can pass along and say, yo, this shit sounds great. I've done that many times.
Oh my God. Tell
But
them. Preach that into the rooftop, please. Please.
you get that.
I say that all the time. It's your ears, man. Yeah, the best plugins you have is your left and right ear.
Yeah.
The third plugin is your heart. You got to have
Mm.
heart for this shit,
Facts.
and
Jeez.
you better have tough skin
Ooh.
because let me tell you something. And I hate this. I don't really see it in so many other worlds. Is that when you start talking about hip hop and you start talking about R&B, everybody seems like they have an answer. And let me tell you something. I don't have an answer. I have certain solutions. I don't have answers because the amount of bullshit that we get is unfathomable. And like I was gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep this guy on the low because I don't want to jinx it. But this brother, he cuts vocals in Logic. He said, "What do you think about Logic?" I said, "Bro, I did the whole fucking Leon Thomas record in Logic." And his eyes blew up and said, when you cut in Logic, it's so much quicker because it has that comp and shit already going.
Yep.
It's already building another
You're right.
track instead of the whole playlist thing. Now people are so used to doing everything in Pro Tools. That's fine. I'm not hating you. Me personally, I'd rather do it in Logic. I'd rather do it in Nuendo or excuse me, Cubase. You know, it's like they have that shit down to a science because they use the tape method.
Mm,
That's the difference.
Hmm.
So I only got one ear, and still, sister said I only got one ear,
Yeah.
dude.
shoot, I can't even see the comments on this joint, man.
Well, I'm gonna call him Van Gogh.
All right, so let me ask a question. When Teddy Riley was on the MPC, which MPC were you guys using?
Oh, it was the 60,
MK2 or the original?
the original 60, and then we had the 62,
Okay.
and then I was dumb. I sold my 3000. I should have never sold that 3000.
You
I
so wait,
gave away
why?
I
Why'd you
gave
sell
away
it?
my 61.
Man,
Yeah.
listen, say no
Hey,
more.
times.
Say no
Yo,
more, yo.
because of the hating and
Yeah.
all the kickbacks.
Mm.
Mm,
That's how they start pushing people out.
yeah, I feel you, man. Dang, yo.
It was bad. That's
You
why
know what's
I
funny?
refuse. I refuse to do that to these young kids, man.
We were having
Yo,
that conversation earlier, man.
I
We were actually
said,
just having it.
give it to these young kids, man.
Yeah.
Give it to
Yeah.
these young kids, man. It's like it's
But it's too much.
ridiculous.
It's the noise. Like, okay, and I had to make this simple. So when we were on the other live the other day, unfortunately, we're in the space and era where we have to fight. There's the idiots are louder than the people with the
Yeah.
actual sense,
Yep.
and so trying to bring the education and
Not
bring
working.
like musicality back to it, it's so much harder because it's like, okay, when we were growing up, the biggest thing that older engineers used to get on us about was presets. Oh, you're using this preset, you're using that preset. Today, that argument is templates.
Yep.
But
I
the
yeah.
but but you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
the
yeah.
original conversation was always around. Don't use that preset. Make your own. That was always the
Yeah.
original joint. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the templates now. Hey, you don't use that. Make your own.
Everybody
Let
want
it
to
apply
sound
to
the
you,
same. They
and
all
let it
want to
apply to
sound
the
the
record.
same.
You know what I mean? And it's
Yep.
like because both of these things existed because everybody's being overly marketed to get the money.
Mm-hmm.
They
Well,
they they want to sell a million things.
I'm just replying to this.
Yeah, yeah, go
This
ahead.
young um, my problem was is that, and I said to myself, and I promised myself, I said, all the personal shit that's going on with me, I swear to God, I said, if I have a platform that I can use, like just say, for instance, I had a great record and I had a good run, I promise I'm going to talk to my community. Well, the good Lord above
Yep.
blessed me with that. And I'll be damned if I'm not going to do it the way I said I was going to do it because people talk a big game. I got all these young brothers and sisters trying to reach out to me saying, do you need an assistant? No. But if you want to be a fly on the wall, I can never teach anybody how to mix, but maybe I can change the way you hear things to make your mixes yours because the whole thing with the whole thing about the templates. I said this on the Faders of the Low Star. You will not get an EQ template from me. You won't. You might get a compression template from me, like I did for KIT. But what in God's name are you talking about? My EQ chain that I did on fucking on Coco Jones. Do you sound like a Coco
Well,
Jones
Jones.
person? No.
And all
It's
you
like
yeah, and all you using the same equipment. They don't understand that. Like
no. It's
the microphones sound different. So that's
But
the issue I run into
that's
with
the
people.
yeah, that's the issue.
They
That is
send me mixes and
yeah.
it's not gonna if you're recording with a better microphone and they built this with this super top end boosted up to try to get it to sound like a better microphone. you're in a rabbit hole, because then the shit is just destroyed, and now you send it to me to fix it. It's easy. I'm gonna show you how to fix it. Take all that bullshit off and start from scratch.
Well, no, well, that's what I do all the time. Everybody says, "What do you do?" The first thing you do, I said, I listen to the session. I said, take all the stuff off. So the
Yeah.
session so the session I've been doing right now, the singer came in. He's an amazing songwriter, producer in his
Mhm.
own right. He said, "Bro, what did you do to my vocals, man?" I said, "Well, I start with vocals first." And he
Mm-hmm.
goes, "Okay, so what did you do?" I said, "I took all that bullshit off.
Yeah.
I might leave the sends there alone and certain like
Yeah.
characteristics, special effects,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but other than that," he goes, "So well, let me see what you did." And let me see what they did. Man, there was like 10,000 plugins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mine
Facts.
was,
The whole
Yeah.
chain.
yeah, the mine was, everybody asked me what my vocal chain is. I'll tell you. I will tell you. And it changes. But these two things I don't change.
Yeah.
It's because of the vocals that are cut, I try to clean it up. So I use two
Mhm.
C4s. One has the bass tilt and one has the up tilt to almost tickle the frequency that's not supposed to be there. It kind of like psychoacoustically phases it out.
Yeah.
Then I choose my compressor because I want to get it tight first to get that lushness of it. Then I choose an EQ. The reason why I don't tell you what compressor I'm using, because I might use an arouser. I might use the KIT, their version of the Fairchild. It depends how bad the vocals have been cut.
Mm-hmm.
The
Hmm.
EQ, now the EQ that I love to use, that I've been getting into a lot, is the KIT 105V. It's John McBride's Neve console.
Name
Man,
console. Yeah.
you
From
you just
Blackbird.
touch that top end. I was beautiful because I talked to Dave and said, "Hey, he goes, Jean-Marie, did you check out the Blackbird thing?" Yeah, I said, "No." He goes, do yourself a favor and check it out." Man, he goes this because he talked about. He goes this. If you ever worked in Blackbird Studio, which I never did, you touch the top end, it's beautiful. Like barely touch it, it opens up everything. Man, I got that son of a bitch real quick. I got that thing real quick.
Hmm.
And that opened up a lot of vocal stuff because I don't have to put that much top end. The best EQ that I have in my chain is always going to be Fab Filter. Always going to
Yeah.
be Fab Filter
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that one has the same type of math that the KIT plugins have.
Damn,
It's
they
the
just
Mm-hmm.
math that I check. You
they
can
did
have
that
all
doing
these
justice,
esoteric,
boy.
yeah, all this neuro audio type shit, which is great. It
Mm-hmm.
naturally compresses. So what happens to the mix now? It
Yep.
starts to be compressed.
Yep.
And people don't realize that, oh, everything's all in one. Look, when Jason Joshua came out with the God particle, he sat me down. He says, Jean, do yourself a favor. If you're going to use my plugin, and I love him for this, start at 50. And I heard
Mm-hmm.
it because at 100, everything sounds great. He's a
Yep.
great businessman. When you start mixing with that son bitch and you try to put bottom in there, everything starts to get smaller. And that's what he was telling me. So I tell people, if you're going to use the God particle in a mix sense, because that's a glue, drop it down to 50,
Mm-hmm.
25, and then 10. Watch how great your mix sounds with his thing. A lot of people seem to not like Jason for a lot of main reasons, but the guy's a fucking genius when he came out with that plugin. He did a great fucking job. Whether you like it or not, I will never hate somebody for that. That's like me hating fucking Manny Marroquin with his bundle or Tony Maserati. Those are my
Mm-hmm.
guys.
The only
Manny's
thing about the God particle that we
uh
should talk about with the God particle is the reason why the God particle didn't get a Tech Award nomination.
what's that?
Oh, the Tech Award. So that's what they do for all the companies when they make
Right.
stuff for the
What
year.
so what well that he didn't get a tech award.
No, he didn't even get a nomination.
You know why?
I mean,
Because he's part of Cradle. Now, supposedly he's opening up his own company.
ooh,
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
some shit coming on. He's got
Yeah.
some
You
shit
know
coming
that's.
on.
I mean, a guy like that, that's gonna happen. Like it's, and his plugin sold so much, and you know a lot of people respect him. So that's the
Yeah.
best thing for him to do. He's gonna get everything.
as he should.
But you know, can I bring something to your attention?
What's up?
You
What's
know
up?
he didn't start off as an engineer. You know that, right?
Yeah, I thought Jason was A&R, wasn't
Yes, he was.
he? Yeah.
So he was listening to records and he felt that the records were wrong.
See, man,
And he
listen.
left a big paying gig to be Dave Pasado's
Yep.
assistant. But
I
he
wish
went through the rank.
IG was
He was
better
a
because
runner. He was a runner for 2.5 years. Now,
oh yeah.
just mind you, you just worked at a record company making $150,000 a year in 1997, 1996, only to stop work to be a fucking runner at Larrabee.
Hey, I ain't
That
gonna
takes a lot of balls.
I wish I had known you were gonna go this route before. I wish IG was not messing up because I just texted Jason to
Oh,
try and come over here, man. Here's the thing, Jason is like that. He's part of that crew where it's like Jason he'll probably give you the shirt off his back for real.
always. That
And it,
that look, a lot of people
yeah,
don't. A lot of people think that Jason's arrogant and he's an asshole and shit like that. He's not.
nah,
He's fucking funny as all fuck. I didn't get that
yep,
because his personality is larger than anybody. And it took me a minute, and it took Dave to talk to me. He is the sweetest fucking individual on the face of this earth. He will
yeah.
get his shirt off his back. He called me up. He
Especially when it
said,
come to kids. Especially when it come to kids. You
and
tell
he
you
know
tell
and
Jason you gotta do something for some kids. Guess what? What you need?
yo, what?
Where
Listen,
you at?
let me tell you something. We all fall into hard times.
Hmm.
We all do. Jason was the first person to reach out to me. When Dave was going through that shit, Dave Pensado,
Hmm.
I'm going to tell you right now, fucking Jason Joshua stepped up more than anything. I'm embarrassed of myself that I couldn't have done more for Dave because what Jason did,
Oh yeah,
I don't give a. I would smack the bullshit out of somebody's mouth if they talk anything ill about Jason. What that motherfucker did
it's
is
crazy.
beyond words. It
Yeah,
chokes me up because he's such he is an listen. Regardless of the fact, he's an important integral part of our 2000 sound, whether you like it or not.
super facts though.
Exactly. But the other thing is what he's done for my man that went to my wedding, and I couldn't do a third of what Jason did for Dave Pensado. I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm more embarrassed than myself. But what Jason did, he stepped up. What he was trying to do for everybody in the community, he stepped it up. Yo, man, he gave people so many opportunities. It's
Hmm.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like when we get our egos out of the way, we start to think about, yo, he's a good fucking brother. He's a really good fucking brother. And I think that's why I get on these platforms to know that I told you when I said I was going to make a platform, thank God Leon's record went what it did because everybody said, oh, I didn't know he did that. Doesn't matter. But what
Hmm.
I am trying to give you is wealth of knowledge so we can keep this fucking wheel going. So
Yeah.
the labels start paying but paying everybody. Not
They don't
$25 an hour
they
for
don't
fucking an
know
engineer.
how much money was in the game for real back like
My
okay.
tracking, my tracking date
listen,
was
listen,
$1,500 a day
listen. I remember
for
I
tracking.
I remember, and I told the guys about this. I remember when I did my interview for SSL when I interviewed Chris Algae, and I spent the day talking to him and Tom, and they told me like when Chris was like, "Yo, do you know how much I get paid per mix?" I said, "How much?" And I'm not obviously I'm not
Yeah,
put it
no,
on him
yeah.
like that, but when he told me that, let me tell y'all something. I had a whole new life goal. I had a whole new life goal because I sat and Pat know this. he know this because yeah, when I did I was mixing for the rappers in the military, and let me tell you something. Look, greatest mixing achievement, Xbox, PlayStation achievement moment of my life to get that check and see that I made for one mix more than Chris Lord-Alge. For the one time, boy, let me tell you,
Yo, yo,
and
yo,
y'all don't know, Chris gets a bag. Chris
always.
Loralgi
It was
is
different. It was Bob Claremont who changed the bag game.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Look,
And
hey, look,
it's like, well,
Jason just texted me back and said, "My man."
Hey, yo, tell Jason I need
I'm
that
trying.
that
IG
God
is messing
person.
up. IG's
no,
messing
listen,
up. I'm
I'm
trying
gonna
to get
have to
him
get
in.
up, but get Jason on here. Get Jason on there. When you get
I'm
Jason on
trying.
there, when you get Jason on there, man, tell him a lot of
Oh,
love
me.
for that, lot of love for that brother. But the one thing I do
Let's
have
see if
to
I can get
say
this invite.
is I would I should have done more, but I didn't because I cared about the artist, and I always do. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's coming back to me little by little. So
Good.
listen, don't lose your integrity, y'all. Don't chase the bag, chase the music.
Right.
Catch up with the music, because the bag is always gonna chase up to you. If you're
Hmm.
chasing that bag, you're gonna be lost in the sauce. You're gonna be going down that rabbit hole.
I tell
But
people, do it because you love it. Don't do it for the money. The
I
money
told
will
you why
come.
I did it. Everybody knows why I did it.
Hey
I did it for
man.
the women. I got in the music industry to catch the fucking chicks. Fuck that shit.
Hey, look, listen. I'm gonna say the same thing that our boy said. You know, we all grew up back in the day. Everybody was downloading and stealing plugins. We crack babies. So you know,
Yep.
listen. At the end of the day, man, you gotta have love and passion for this. If you don't know if you have love and a passion for this, ask yourself one simple question: When you die, would you be doing this till the day you die?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
If the answer is a resounding yes, then you love this. All right. There's a
Yeah, I
space
could.
for you
I
here.
just got one last question. One last question, Mr. Horvath.
Yo,
Why is there a lack of urban face for studio equipment companies?
Black people and dark skinned people. I was gonna say it.
honestly,
Yeah.
honestly, that's a great question because one of the greatest rock mixers, you don't even know, do you?
If you say the name, I might.
Yes, you do know the name.
We
He
probably
actually,
Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Jimmy?
oh
And
man. We know
Jimmy did
that.
Jimmy did a lot of that, and Jimmy was the face of that. But here's the thing: that's why you have Jason Joshua right now, because he
Yeah.
is of color. He is a true black young man
Mm-hmm.
proposing that. It's the same thing. It's like we have Manny Marroquin, a Latin fucking mixer, right?
Definitely.
There's
One of the
that, and
greatest of all time.
this is why I was telling. That's why I tell young brothers and sisters: just because you love rap, do other music,
Hmm.
because we need that energy. You need that swag. Do you
Thank you.
realize?
Oh my God.
Do you
I need me some
realize,
808 the country music.
Yeah. Yeah.
bro? Let me tell you something. I did some country trap shit for Benny Blanco. He nearly fucking died. It was supposed to be a joke, and he loved it. Now here's the sad truth about it. When I first got into when I left Teddy, because of my name, they thought I was either a woman or Haitian.
Hmm.
And then when they heard my talk, because I have an urban, I grew up in Jersey City,
Hmm.
Bayonne, Jersey City. Bro, I remember I was talking with John something,
Jason
and
is here.
huh?
Jason is here.
Oh, I
Yep.
love Jason.
Who's gonna lose? Hey, Ty, you gonna give up your space?
I'm
Yeah.
giving it up.
Yeah,
I
come
gotta,
on,
I gotta
Taylor.
go. I gotta
Okay,
go. I gotta make
okay.
some food.
Thank you so
But
much for
listen,
Oh, you
joining
gotta
us.
go, G? Come
Yeah,
on.
Jason, I love you, brother.
Hey, Jay, we need you here,
Ah.
Jay. We need you here.
Yeah, come on, Jace. Come on up.
But he doesn't follow me.
Oh,
Okay, I got him.
there you go.
There you go. Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay. We
Yeah,
going
now
for the
we gotta
guests, though, Jay.
yeah. Come
Come
on.
on, Jay.
Yeah, we definitely listen.
Ah, ah.
Yeah, we
Hey,
definitely
I'm gonna
gotta get
take
our
one
guy up
page
here.
from. I'm gonna take a page from Jada. Every show iconic. Every show legendary. Welcome to Not Another Podcast. We only in at episode 4. It was supposed to be for an hour, but
That
we
nah.
giving you more.
Yeah, yo. Nah, man, you gotta get Jason up here though.
Yo, I did Adam
Did
invite.
pop Jason?
Yeah, yeah. I did send him the invite. He probably there
Oh,
we
there we
go.
go. Yeah, look,
Oh,
look.
ladies and gentlemen, we got the ultimate Mr.
Yeah.
Jason Joshua.
Hey,
Ooh.
look, hey, look, hey, look. Y'all don't know what I had to do to get this man on the text message.
How you doing, sir? It's a pleasure to meet you, man.
What's
How's
good,
it
man?
going?
How you
Likewise,
been, man?
gentlemen, likewise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And look, now he bringing everybody with him. We appreciate
Yeah, look,
that.
look,
He
look. There you
brought his whole
go.
Uh,
squad. He brought his
Uh-huh.
whole squad. Mind you, these are our friends and followers too, but hey, when the big dog walk in the building, everybody follow the
You
big
got it.
dog.
Yo, you know it,
Uh-huh.
man. Look, man, you know, G Marie was
Ask
over
me
here
now.
giving
You
us.
got me here. Ask me something.
Hey, listen, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Oh, look, first off, I'm gonna ask you the same question I had texted you like a month ago. I'm gonna need my God particle hardware piece. All right, stop. You're playing. I need my piece. I need my
Well, I'll say
pieces.
this. I'll give you guys something that no one has, and us from this motherfucker will hear it first.
Okay.
Tomorrow, pay attention to my IG.
Okay.
Bet.
All right.
The biggest announcement of my career.
Okay.
Ooh. Bet.
Second question.
Bet.
Where's my copy of God Particle?
Wait. You guys don't have
No, not you
TGP?
guys. Not you guys. Hold up now.
Mm-hmm.
I
All
don't.
right, yo, Will, get everybody's email, and I'll send everything to them.
I got you, fam.
The
And
Sims,
and
everything.
so look, just
Wait,
so we
stop. Mr. Horvat wanted to tell you
yeah, you got it.
literally,
Yeah. Yep.
thank you for taking care of Mr. Pensado.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
He said that from the bottom of his
What?
heart
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
What?
he said
Yep.
that from the bottom of his heart, you stepped up to the plate and knocked it out beyond measure.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he
Yeah,
wanted
man.
us to tell you that thank you, thank you, thank you. And for me being a student of Pensado, thank you, sir.
Oh, hold on.
Of
So
course.
just so we clear,
Mhm.
just so we clear, we not with the bullshitting. So we got to have it all. We got this B-side book because Dave got the game on
Oh
lock.
shit!
Got the shirt
Yeah.
upstairs. All right, and made
Yeah.
the donation. So trust and believe. We
Yeah.
listen. I'm one of the original Pensado students off of Facebook. So trust and believe.
We
We
don't
will.
try to take all the props, bro.
Oh
Nah,
nah, listen, we listen. It's people don't realize how deep that rabbit hole of what Dave has done for
yeah,
people go.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
They think they just see the YouTube videos, they the articles. No, Dave and Herb have helped out tens of thousands
So let
of
me
us.
let me paint it to you this way. You know how you see how everybody's making money off selling game, whether it's mixed with the masters,
Hmm.
join engineers, join this, join pay me and I'll give you game. Dave was the only cat that gave all the game for free and charged the plug-in operators. No, you guys got to pay me to give this free game to all these fucking kids, man. It's unbelievable, man.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything flipped. Like everything
Yeah.
turned to a hustle now. And that was actually
Dude,
our
now I'm going.
argument.
Now I'm going on the internet and seeing my fucking template being sold. I'm like, I gave it away. These motherfuckers
Yeah,
selling
you
it.
did.
Yeah.
Crazy,
Crazy.
man.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But yo, we appreciate you popping in, man.
Man, of
I do have
course,
some
man.
questions. And
Huh?
Oh look.
question number one I have for you.
What?
What made you jump off the console?
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, if I had my druthers, I would never jump off the console just on the simple fact that I was comfortable with it. It had nothing to do with
Mm,
Sonics at the end. It had everything to do with being familiar with something. It's like, Manny's still on the console, and I praise him for it, man, because it really truly is a lost art of it's always different riding a trim tool than riding a fader, man. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
so for me, what took me off of it, like I told everybody the story, is when I was mixing Fight for You for Her. I got the last version of what we had as the God particle, and the biggest problem we had was the limiter, man. I didn't realize how much went into some of the limiters that I wanted to model. Like, a lot of these limiters are just not a brick wall limiter. They're a clipper,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
they're adding distortion. They're
Mm-hmm.
doing a whole bunch of things underneath the hood that gave me a certain sound. So I had to find it and at least try to match it. So it took me a minute, and as soon as I hit that motherfucker, like I said, I looked at Mike and I said, I think we fucking figured it out. And I found the weight that I was looking for that I got from running all my shit, obviously through the Lavery at the time, of course the console at the time, but more importantly, a lot of people didn't realize this part. Like with my drums, I never ran my drums through the 9000. I always ran my drums through the 1073. So I would bypass the entire console and run my drums only through the 1073s, specifically because their transformers rolled off some of that top end, some of that transient, and made it more round. And
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I stole that shit from Manny when I was working at Larrabee. I was like, why the fuck are you using them 1073s? I said, let me investigate real quick. Oh, okay,
Wait,
motherfucker, I
is that a
got this.
bucket? Was that a
Huh?
bucket of 1073s or just a stereo pair?
No, I think he had like he didn't have a BCM 10. He had like in his room, he had like a modified setup of what like he had. I think he had an 8-piece or a 6-piece. I don't remember, but I
Ooh,
know he had a rack. And then with me, I ended up going all the way and having the a full BCM 10 made with sequential 1073.
nice. Nah, that's nice.
So that's
Yeah.
what's up, man. So, second question I have for you. Is the Lavery now like a collector's piece for you, or do you sneak it in once in a while?
No, the Lowry's in the golf article.
Yeah, he modeled it.
The
No, man.
Lavery,
I'm talking about the
absolutely.
hardware.
I
No,
was, huh?
he talking about the slide
You,
it in every once in a while for a record just to get the flavor sometimes, the extra flavor.
I'll say this. Tomorrow you'll find out a lot more, but I'll say this. In today's reality, there's no piece of gear that cannot be completely nulled 100% to the hardware piece. There's not one piece of gear that can be not be emulated. And
well,
now I will go so far is not only do they model the harmonics, of course, but they model the energy or the source going into the harmonics and how much harmonics are being flicked. So for example, if you have a bass hitting the thing at -2, and then you have a slap bass hitting it at -2. It's two different basses. So
right.
Mhm.
therefore, that threshold or that compressor should react differently. It doesn't. Now you have the ability for these compressors to be smart enough to know what the source material is. Oh, this is a vocal. Let me act accordingly.
Mm.
Where plugins are going to go in the next 2 years are going to be
I told you,
mind-boggling.
Will. I told you, Will. So, just to give you a
Like
good
I will
insight,
say this, probably all the plugins this is a bar. All the plugins you're using now, I would say in 2 years, 60% of them will be
will be
obsolete. Like
obsolete. Yeah. Well, I mean,
like you'll be looking at them like Bomb Factory.
oh shit.
Ooh,
Well,
that's crazy.
well, just
That's crazy.
Hey,
hold on.
and that goes for the God particle.
Really?
T, TGP2 is that big of a like it's such a step where you just go,
Mm.
you'll scratch your head and be like, I don't know how.
I got two questions on that.
Hold on. Wait,
One,
I want to get an intermediate
The
question.
answer
go
is
ahead.
physics.
The intermediate question. Can the team get on the beta?
I'll give you another tip. If whoever's on here is probably like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm fucking here."
Nah, thanks.
The
Thanks.
24 of these motherfuckers are gonna be like, "Oh my god, wait till I tell everybody."
Hmm.
Wait, what was the last question so I could jump back into it?
Go ahead. Will, go ahead. Tell him.
No, I was saying, can the team get the beta?
Oh
Can
yeah,
the
the
team get on the
beta.
beta team? Can we get on the beta team?
So with TGP2,
Mm-hmm.
12 people have it right now,
Mm.
and you all know their names by
Of
their
course.
first names.
Of course.
So all the top guys have it, and they're like I said, you'll see tomorrow.
Bet.
Ask that question again, Will.
I said, can the team get the beta? That's what I
There is
asked.
no beta.
That's rap. It's Rap
It's
City. Okay.
over.
Oh, it's Rap City. I got
No,
you.
the leap is so big, like
I
it
believe you.
can't even be beta. The
I
Oh
believe
reason
man.
the,
you.
re, the reason why is that I always look at everything like this. Even with a mix, even with the record, even with the sample, as soon as I think of the idea, or if you think of the idea, I always say to myself, somebody else just thought of the same fucking idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
True.
So in my head, we're all racing towards the same fucking goal. And I'm
Hmm.
not
Yeah,
gonna
I agree
tell
with
them.
that.
I'm not gonna tell them if they're not gonna tell me.
I ain't mad at
Okay, so my
that.
question is based on tech because I have a developer background. Will it support GPU acceleration?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's raps. It's Rap City out here. Hey
All
yo.
right, I
Well, look,
already know what tech. I
it's
already know
been.
what tech. I already know what tech. He don't
Yep.
gotta say nothing else. I know. I
Hey,
put you on.
hey, what if I told you TGP2 will know the key of your song, and if you wanted
Ooh.
to, it'll suppress the overtones that are in the wrong key.
Oh
That's
wow.
crazy.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's
The
crazy.
game's changed,
Wow.
fellas.
Mm.
It's changed.
My man said
Wow.
he said he out here selling bricks. He's selling bricks.
Listen.
No,
We
no, the
don't we
code is
don't.
the blue. It's the blue
Mhm.
magic, man. You give them the shit, they coming.
All
Hey
right.
man,
Uh-huh.
we only metric tons out here,
All
baby.
right.
Only
So
metric
now
tons.
my next question is the GPU supported on both Win and Mac?
We wouldn't release anything at this stage if it wasn't fully optimized. So absolutely. If you're a plugin company and you're at this point of how far AI has taken the coding, if you're not fully optimized working on absolutely everything, your shit should be like almost like I look at Pro Tools now, like anybody use Reaper just fucking around?
We all
Yeah.
use
Right,
Reaper,
right.
except
So
that one.
everyone knows, even as so you as a developer, you know everyone tries their shit on Reaper because Reaper can do everything.
Yes.
Everything, baby. Everything.
We're there now. So it's like everybody's on note. Like I don't know how any of these plugin companies are going to be able to go forward if they stay in the same like, okay, I'll make
Thank you.
DSP,
Thank
I'm
you.
fucking
We were
this.
just talking
Like
about
it's a
this.
wrap.
We were just talking about this, yo. I
Night
said it
night.
last week. Come on, man. They should know better.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
been too
Listen,
long. We got to
listen.
stop. They look.
It's
The grace period is over. They
Jay.
been had it.
Listen, Jay. It's so bad. I get on Avid's case so bad. Them boys had to follow me and had to take me to the dark room. And I say, Avid, I known you guys for too long. That ship is gonna sail.
Hey, listen to me.
Mm,
Come tomorrow, everybody will be like it's going to send shivers down the industry because not only what we're doing is I can say that far ahead of everybody else, but more importantly, I will say this: in the 20 years I've been doing this on the fucking highest fucking level, I
mm,
never ever, and as many times as I post my shit, like nobody posts they fucking mix, they studio and play the fucking mix when it's a fucking number one fucking classic, and then give the fucking breakdown on fucking what it is. No one fucking does that. So my point is this: every plugin company that's ever made a plugin has never gone to any of the top dogs. Not Serban, not Manny, not nobody, not nobody. And said, yo, how can we make this plugin better? Never.
well, isn't it hard?
It's and if you and when you're a top guy, you have the ability to know
Mm,
because they hobnob with you and they want to court you, but you
yeah.
get to know who the developers are and who are actually making these plugins, and you look at them and you say to yourself, you have no feeling whatsoever. You know the physics, you know the math, you know the gear and how to model it, but you have no idea how to progress. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? You have no idea how to make us better as engineers. You know how to make money off of us. And that's
Mm,
the other thing. The deals that I'm doing with my peers for their plugins, every plugin company's got to switch.
mm.
There's no more. You guys be surprised what these guys are getting for their plugin. It's worse than artist deals. It's
I
worse
know.
than a fucking 16-point
Nah,
artist deal. I'm
we
not
know.
gonna tell you what they're making, but they're not even making 16 points.
Right.
Hmm. No, we know. Trust me.
We
We
know.
on this on
I'm
the
in the
other side of the
background.
fence. Yeah, we on the
We're
other
really
side of the fence,
advanced
yo.
on this side.
Yeah, we on the
We're
other
advanced.
side, yo.
And then
Super.
and then they charge you a shitload for a fucking subscription on some shit that don't even fucking work.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
the disrespect auto tune shows for the community is fucking
That
fascinating.
joint is crazy. Yo, that's
They
a whole
don't give a
college. That's a
fuck.
college course on how to manipulate your
You switched
client
it to a
base,
subscription and you can't even have a fucking update.
Yeah.
and then and when it don't work, everybody can't work.
Hmm. Brother.
No,
Listen, yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like when they switch to that shit and when you have to put on your computer and
no,
install
my
it all.
God.
Man.
Oh Lord Jesus, listen.
Ah, was that pre-iLock. That was pre-iLock.
Let me tell you something, yo.
Man.
Challenge and response. They put it on challenge and
Yep,
response.
yep.
Challenge and response.
Listen, though, listen,
Dog,
man.
challenge and response.
I go that far
Oh
back.
my God, you've been in the wars for a while.
I
Yeah,
have.
dog.
I have.
For that, hey, right there,
I have.
Here's the
I
number.
have.
What's your
man.
machine ID? Copy
Yeah.
paste.
Yeah.
What's your machine ID?
Hey, you have to wait sometimes 48 hours just to get a hello.
Oh God, yeah. Here's the email code. Six digit code. Random as hell.
Hey,
Copy
and you all,
paste.
hey, y'all also got to stop having these old cats on here sounding like bitter, man. Don't do that to them.
Oh,
Don't be,
never that.
no, don't be gaslighting them, getting them hot, man, because they get hot.
Hey, look.
I
Not
saw,
not
I saw
everybody.
John Marie on Faders of the whatever that shit is called. I was like,
Oh
oh, they got John Marie.
no. Not that's not
They
here. Trust me.
gassing my man, man.
No,
Not
but
over
you know
here,
what it
homie.
is? No. Look, I got this one. Here's the problem. So me and Gene, we be on TikTok, and he be in the comment section just being like, "Will, what the fuck is this guy talking about? What is he talking about?" Hey,
I don't
man,
even know why he be on there, man.
it's because it's both
I'd be
entertaining.
like, nah, man, no,
It,
he is taking it dead ass. I'm dying. I go just for the comment. Whenever I see
yep,
John, I hit the comments immediately.
yep. He in there. So what do you think you're talking? And look, his favorite. What do you think you're talking about? I'd be like,
Gee,
damn, yo.
I gotta ask you a question though, Jay. Will you, if Avid don't get their act together, do you ever think you'll swap to something else?
Tomorrow,
See, look.
tomorrow,
See, look.
I love
He
you.
already said his side chick was
Hey,
Reaper. He already said
dog,
his side chick was
let's
Reaper.
and you guys know who designed Reaper.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Winamp.
motherfuckers who designed
Winamp.
Pro Tools and fucking
And
Studio
Winamp.
One and
Yeah.
fucking Logic. They said we're making that shit work for everybody.
Mm.
But they're not us. So they don't know how to put a proper DAW together. They don't know what's great about fucking Ableton. They don't know what's great about fucking Logic. They don't know what's great about fucking Pro Tools. They don't know what's great about Fruity Loops. Imagine having the ability to build a DAW that literally works for everyone. So if you're used to Logic, it'll be a Logic DAW, but it'll have the best parts of Fruity Loops, best parts of Pro Tools, best parts of like, dude, the options now are unfucking limited.
Hmm.
Imagine having Pro Tools with the Fruity Loop Clipper.
Hey man,
You
listen.
can now take the best of everything, and you can't copyright sound, so you can model anything.
That's true.
Just
That's
hey,
true.
you just can't say what you're modeling.
Hey, look.
Yeah, that's true.
You
That's
can
true.
say what it's ish. Oh, it's
Yeah. Yeah.
76 ish.
Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, when you see that, I don't even think UAD's even fucking in the mindset of
I spoke to them. I told them
Hey.
they're losing
like
out on.
intelligent like, and then the way Isotope does it is like Isotope makes it so like yeah, our plugins talk to each other, but it's like, why would I take their advice and instead of using my ears? I never understood that.
You know what? This
So
is
you're
the
gonna
best
give me a
time.
suggestion of what I should do? I can hear what I should do.
Okay, have you ever heard of the analog molecule. All right, Will, since you have Jason's number, put him up on that. And I think if him and Doc could have a conversation,
Yeah,
that'll probably
they'll
help
probably
us a
take it to the next
lot.
level on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just a quick overview on the Reaper side of things. You've seen the Reaper community. If you even know about Reaper, then most people have seen the Reaper community.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how it is with Reaper. It's literally you can do what you want whenever you want. So we have this joint. We have this console in Reaper called the Analog Molecule, and so the guy that made it, designed it, the whole 9 yards. Number one, free. Number two, his main concept of the console was modeling the voltage,
The voltage rail, the sagging, the
everything. And
linear, non-linear. I
and
mean,
be,
he
because
did
how
the
Reaper's
math.
channels, yeah. So because of how Reaper's channels all communicate with each other, he was
Mm-hmm.
able to create a very
Living. It's a
eco-friendly.
living thing.
Yeah,
It's a
back to
living
back
thing. I'm being
from
honest with
channel.
you.
Yep, from channel to master, all the buses in between. You can watch the voltage move as the channels and tracks hit it every
Yeah,
channel hard, slow, everything, the whole nine. Dog,
yeah.
it is one of those things where yeah, I might have to put you onto this, yo. I might have to put you on for
Hey,
real.
I don't want to burst your guys' bubble.
He gonna be like,
Mm-hmm.
I already got that.
2-year-old technology.
Okay.
But what I will tell you is this: what made me want to say I need to send a warning shot over Avid's bow, like, hey, you guys need to pay attention, or we're going to solve the problem for you. Because you got to understand, sometimes certain things are too big to fail.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Mhm.
if the weakness is big enough, if the flaw is big enough, then you have an opportunity. And the opportunity came when, like, I don't know if you guys are like this, but I have a lot of assistants. I have a lot of producers. I have a lot of guys who are really fucking hands-on as clients. So sometimes it's very fucking easier for me to send them the session, dot, 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 send the shit back,
Yeah,
that's rolling through my shit. My is there's never been a platform where there's crosstalk, where all five of us now could be working on the same session simultaneously. And you can do that in Reaper.
mm-hmm.
We pulled it off in Reaper, and now we figured out how to do it in fucking Pro Tools. However, Avid won't allow it.
Yep.
So now the shot across the bow has, like, it makes no sense.
Can I give you one better one?
What?
A hardware ping. We've been crying for a hardware ping.
Oh, yeah, that joint
Why
just
is
dropped.
it now taking 2026 a third-party person to make a hardware ping for Pro Tools? And I've been telling Avid this since goddamn 2006,
Nah, yeah,
2007.
yes. Nah. We
But
asked for
that,
that
but
back
that's
in
that's what
way
I'm
before that.
saying. There's never ever been a major plugin company, whether it's Waves, Isotopes, UAD, Avid. I don't
Mm.
give a fuck who that listens to us.
No.
Not one.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, you don't get hired in this, bro. Not one phone call. They'll call my rep will be like, "Hey, you got all your fucking rigs going? You need anything? We got this new product coming out if you want to bait it." But never like, "Hey, how can we make the MC404 that you made so famous, Jay, or the fucking spec? Hey, how do we make it better?" Never.
That's crazy.
It's nuts.
Well, wait. So you're saying you never spoke to anybody at Avid and had them listen to you?
Yeah.
I had one
Wow.
con- I had one conversation with Isotope. That's the only plugin company that came in, and we were going. They were like, "Yo, where are you thinking? Where's your head at? Like, even on some weird, like, oh, you want to do your own special presets?" And I'm like, "Fucking I'm gonna waste my time on fucking presets." I said, "No." I said, everyone knows I rock the Isotope 404, but I modded it and spent like 80
Hmm.
years figuring fucking my sweet spot out. So
Mm-hmm.
let's just fucking start for there, and then we'll make it grow. And then they literally said, "Hey, we can't do that." I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, the coder no longer works for us." And that's when I found out no matter what fucking goes down, whoever writes the code
It's the man.
owns the IP.
It's the man.
Hmm.
It's the man. That's the man.
That's
It's
So
the man.
crazy.
so guess who learned how to fucking code?
Oh, my man
And
turned
then
Jacoby out this
and then
joint.
bought some guys who really know how to fucking code.
Right.
Ooh.
Right. I
Yep.
mean, and then you have assistants.
Like if you don't own the IP,
Right.
it's a wrap.
Yeah, you don't own the infrastructure. Remember, Will? That's what I
Hmm.
always preach in
Yep.
the group, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Facts, bro.
Infrastructure is everything, bro.
Yep.
And not only is everything, when you young guys are trying to develop your plugins, and it's time for excuse me, and it's time for plugin lines from one of these cocksuckers to buy you for 10 times what it's worth, and you don't own the IP, you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
god damn.
You getting
So
peanuts,
that's
man.
what, and that is every engineer
Hmm.
that's ever done a signature fucking plugin
Yeah.
does not own the IP,
Yeah.
does not
Of
own their
course they
sound
don't.
whatsoever.
Of course they
CLA
don't.
Vocals does not own
Yeah.
that sound. And let me ask you this: how in the fuck is there not a CLA Vocals 2 or
Ooh.
3 or 4? One of the greatest fucking plugins ever fucking made. Whether you want
But
it, whether you like it or not.
We was talking about
it's
that
cheating.
yesterday.
We
Talking
talking
about
And
how
about it
they
all the
literally, we
time.
were
And
just talking about that joint.
no
I call it
upgrades?
it's the
Are you
ultimate cheat
dumb? You know how
code.
much money you're leaving on the table?
They
Which
don't
is
even
which
have
which is
oversampling.
listen, that's like the craziest question that we've all asked in our community for decades now.
Well,
Like,
guess
hey,
who answers it tomorrow?
hey.
I really want you guys to like tomorrow. Just take a step back and read what I wrote when you read it, because I know all you guys are going to follow through
Of course, man.
and understand we are playing at the highest fucking level, like the above the fucking like I would put us up against anybody, and it ain't even close. Even with the GUI, bro, the shit you can do with the GUI now, like it.
Nah, facts, bro.
I'm so curious because I'm like, when is the other fucking coming? Are they going to drop before me with this crazy shit? Because there's no way they should not be doing this.
I would just say this. Um, acoustic audio, if you're watching this,
Oh Lord,
I've been
oh
preaching to you
Lord.
guys.
Hey, listen, hold on. They did my two partners so cold. Yeah, acoustic. If you're fucking watching this, what you did to my man DP and
Hmm.
whoever else, you know who I got a relationship over
Hmm.
there that fucking also has a signature plugin, man, you guys are on warning.
Hmm.
And them Crush Groove deals, oh my God.
Yeah, it's long overdue. That's
Nah,
long
Crush
overdue.
Groove deals, man, they give you nada.
Yep. Oh, hey,
And
All
all
look.
right.
you're doing is
Oof.
impulse response, and you ain't even doing nothing.
Hey, so acoustic audio, your days are
And you
numbered.
slowing
Yeah, you
my
heard what it
computer
said.
down.
Shoot.
Your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. I'm tired of talking to you guys. I'm tired of having to tell you guys,
Hey,
bro. You know what?
hey, only thing to
Hmm.
hold on. Shout out to Greg Wells. They fucking knocked it out the park on that motherfucker.
I was gonna say that. I
That
knew he was
one,
gonna say
I'll
that.
give it to you. Okay, Greg Wells, shout out. That one is a
What
fucking
about
go.
the compressor they did
Ooh.
for
Hmm.
shit. Wait, ain't that the compressor?
That's for Greg.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, 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 okay.
yeah. That's
Okay.
what he's talking about. That's
No,
what
Okay.
he's talking about, Greg.
I'm
yeah,
thinking
you
about
can.
the blue box, the blue
Yeah,
joint that he was talking
no. The
about.
compressor is bow down.
Yeah.
Because first of all, that's one of my favorite pieces of analog gear that they're modeling. I have two at the dojo, but the way they modded it, man, and that's what people don't understand. Like you can take your greatest shit now. Like, oh my God, the fucking like Tizio, right? My man came out with the Azul and he said, yo, I've been using the blue stripes forever, and I was just missing UA audio was missing the fucking Azul, certain fucking things. Listen, do you know how much money it is to fucking model a vintage hardware blue stripe, like to the level of UAD audio? Ain't nobody doing that. You know what they're modeling in Old Testament against?
Oh God.
UAD audio.
Oh man, I knew he was gonna say it. I knew he was gonna say
That's their
it.
baseline. Shit. And I'm giving too many gems. Let me get out of here. How the fuck we only got you
Listen,
19 motherfuckers that stayed on? Shoot my man Will your email, and I got you. That's all I'm gonna say. Number two, fuck you 19 motherfuckers for not calling your friends and saying we got Jay on the fucking line.
Hey
Everybody
dog,
get on.
hey
yeah,
You
dog.
do me.
selfish,
I
you
sent
You
I sent the
selfish
message.
Jay,
bastards.
I'm
I
not
sent the
popping.
You
message.
selfish motherfuckers. I'm
I'm
out.
not popping enough, Jay. I'm trying to make the community blow
Nah,
up.
man, I'm out. How do I
Uh,
get out of this motherfucker? Leave.
I got you. Thank you, man.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, with that being said, my brothers, episode 4 is one for
Classic.
the history books.
Yeah.
Classic. We just filmed the classic. We just filmed
Yo,
the classic.
history books, and I hope all you guys get out your egos and follow all of us that's here. All
Nah.
right? This is the Bad Group, not another audio podcast, brought to you by my lower right, Titan. Wave your hand. My boy, William Bowser, aka Mr. Billion Streams on your all over your soul. And I am your audio villain. I have no voice, but I'm your favorite audio villain, Analog for Life. All right? Thank you for watching episode 4 with us. I mean, it's only going to go up from here. I don't know where, but it's going to have to go up from here.
oh no, cause now just to let the cat out the bag. So now I can take this video and I'm gonna do my marketing thing, and I'm gonna go get all the other mentors that I have that y'all don't know about, and we gonna run this back.
hmm
we,
Hey,
we we gonna keep
not only
stepping this
that,
up.
not only that, not only that, not only
hmm
that,
hmm
Meta don't like me personally, so Meta has been suppressing me. But guess what, Meta? I told you the guys like me. Hey,
All
yo,
right,
no, for
y'all.
a salute. Thank you, my brothers. It was awesome. Thank you guys for being there. Thank you for Nova for giving up your slot. Pause. My little cousin Rich, thank you for sliding over. You know what I'm saying? I had to get the big dogs in. And yo, thank you for Mr. Jean Marie Horvat for
hmm
spending a good hour with us. And Jason Joshua through the link of Horvat and Bowser. Yo, that was an alley, bro. That's out
Yeah.
of the park. So follow all of us, because it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
Good
Besides,
night.
Jason already
Good,
told y'all to go kill up my freaking DMs with your emails. So come on.
yeah, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. It's analog always. Peace. Keep it
Peace.
analog,
Peace.
baby.